Kucherov as well. Gensel down low. Save Bobrovsky. McDonough drives. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Gensel trying to move it out in front and couldn't get it past.
Shot stopped by Bobrovsky. The rebound comes out to McDonough. He wants to put this right up under the bar. Bobrovsky came out to take it away.
Verhaeghe trying to walk out in front. It's at the feet of Barkov. Sent to the line by Gensel, but kept in by Ekblad. Runs a little interference into Gensel. Sent toward the net. Rebound score! This time it's going to count for Ekblad. It's 2-2.
This is a rare mistake.
Damn it to hell. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Watch where Ekblad goes. Everybody's focused on the puck.
Fifth career play.
What a story it's going to be, Maurice, when the Tampa Bay Lightning mount a comeback with us in the house tomorrow night, scratching and clawing our way back into this first round NHL playoff series.
Can't see the story being written any other way, Drew.
Nope. Hockey is a fickle beast. And for the better part of the third period last night, all I could think about was how cool it was going to be for my girlfriend Sarah, her daughter Jewel Bro, and I, and me to sit there in Amalie Arena tomorrow night with the series tied at 2 games each and the decisive Game 5, the pivotal Game 5 in our barn. And instead, I don't want to say the unthinkable happened because it was thinkable. It just sucks that it happened. We managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And damn, it hurts. It has affected everything about my day. Everything. Things that wouldn't normally have affected me are affecting me. Normally, I'd probably be able to laugh off or at least shrug off one of my teammates here at the Bone taking shots at me from 5 years ago. But instead, I'm beyond irked that JP started his show today saying this.
Drew used to get upset early on when we would run long.
That is a goddamn lie. I didn't used to get upset when you would run long because you ran long about every day and I took it in the ass, metaphorically. I just sat there and took it because what? My show starts at 2:01, no big deal. Show starts at 2:02, no big deal. If I were to get upset about someone's show bleeding into mine, it would be so hypocritical because the gentleman sitting across from me right now, Maurice, would typically start his show at 6:05, 6:06, 6:07 because of my failure to end my program in a timely fashion. So I would just sit there and take it. Oh, no big deal. Dead guy in the envelope ran a little bit long. Nobody guessed to see who the dead guy in the envelope was. They ran into 2:02, 2:03.
Drew used to get upset.
Lies. So then, finally, one day, we're getting ready to do the show. It's like 2:06 p.m. Now, to the average human being, is there a big difference between 2:02 and 2:06? IDK. Maybe there's not. But to me that day, sitting and waiting to do my show and seeing 2:06 on the PM when my intro started, I thought, well, damn, that's pretty egregious. I should say something. As Monica will tell you, and as you can hear if I ever get to the end of this audio clip, she would apologize. When she was running the Roger and JP show board, she loves nothing more than being punctual. She would, if she nailed it at 0-0, she would it was like Jim Kelly had just thrown a touchdown pass to whoever the hell a Bills receiver was back in the day. She would get excited about such things. And if she was late, she would go, I'm so sorry. I'm like, Monica, it's 2:02, 2:03. Who would get upset about such a thing?
Drew used to get upset.
That is not true. That is not true. The one time that my show began at 2:06 p.m., I went down the hall and I said to John Brennan, hey, man, listen, not for nothing, but, I've let 2:02 go, 2:03 go, but we're starting the show at 2:06. That, to me, seems a bit egregious. And in my mind, he said to me, well, don't you do the same thing to a cat named Mo every night? And I would have said, yes, I do. And I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry to be so inconsiderate. Rewinding way back in the day when the Billy Madison replay was on after our show, the replay, mind you, our show would end at 6 p.m. They would replay the Billy Madison show. If his replay would start at 6:02 p.m., he would go to Kim Guthrie, our executive vice president, who would then go to John Brennan and say, you need to tell your guy to end his show on time. And I would go, but they've got a recorded show.
Yeah.
And he would say, well, he's got Kim Guthrie's ear, so you need to end your show earlier.
Drew used to get upset early on when we would run long.
Oh,
he would get upset. Like if we, yeah. Oh,
I will apologize profusely when it was Roger and JP, and he was
no,
like,
no, that's what I'm talking about. When it was Roger and JP, I'm talking about early on.
Oh, okay.
Early on.
He doesn't care now.
I don't know because we got a buffer between the two of us now.
Yeah. But before he was but I was like, I'm so sorry. It's literally a minute and a half or 2 minutes. He'd be like, I don't care. Isn't that who cares? Like maybe it's post.
We got a talking to once from Brennan about it.
How many times? How many times?
Who cares? Like maybe it's post.
We got a talking to once from Brennan about it. Drew used to get upset early on when we would run long.
Oh,
he would get upset.
It's post.
We got a talking to once from Brennan about it.
One time.
That's what I heard.
Once I said something because it was 2:06 p.m. and we had not begun the Drew Garabo live program or In Your Face with Drew Garabo, whatever the hell it was back then.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, though.
It's a long time ago, bro. It's a long time ago.
Drew used to get upset. It was a long time ago.
Well, which is it?
Drew used to get upset. That was a long time ago.
You know what he went through?
So was it a long time ago, but it's been on your mind this whole time? This whole time?
That was a long time ago.
You know what? He went through a crazy ordeal that just kind of puts things like that into perspective, I think.
Yeah, my guess is he's got, know.
He's got, you know what? He's got, you know what? Cancer?
Can I
Drew
hear that
used to
part
get
again?
upset.
What's that?
That last part again?
I think so.
Yeah, my guess is he's got, know.
My guess is he's got,
Well, a lot of people don't like to say the word, Drew. Makes them uncomfortable.
Cancer? Say it. I had it. Say it. Having some fun, but man, and the funny thing is, if you want to watch us, we're on Bone TV, and whoever, I think it was Pap, whoever set up the automatic Facebook feed, well done, because it got me to click on the Roger and JP show. I'm sorry, the JP show. I'm sorry, JP this morning. I clicked on it because I saw my friend Monica on Facebook, and I was like, hey, there's Monica. Oh yeah, it's 11. JP show starting. I swear to you, I clicked the play button and heard this right here about the chemo. I heard Monica saying,
long time ago.
You know what? He went through a crazy ordeal that just kind of puts things like that into perspective, I think.
Yeah, my guess is he's got, know.
When I heard that, I was like, well, geez, I don't know what was just said. So I texted Monica, and then she told me, I'm like, no way. There's no way that he's bringing this up. And so when I got to work, I know where everybody keeps their audio clips and whatnot, and I went in and I played it, and the first thing I hear is
Drew used to get upset early on when we would run long.
Oh,
he would get upset. Like if we, yeah. Oh,
I will apologize profusely when it was Roger and JP, and he
one time when it was egregious. I think we could all agree. Like Mo, I would apologize to you if we were 603, 604. I would say, man, I'm really, really sorry. We ran long. I need to be more disciplined when it comes to time. Anyone who works here will tell you it can be difficult to break when you're supposed to break. I don't always do it. Exacerbating matters at the time was the fact that Irelia, who runs the commercial logs here, was up my butt about breaking on time in the 2 o'clock hour so that all the spots would air before 3 o'clock. So I was getting pressure all around me.
None for me.
No, you would never said a damn word.
I think my response was always, I hear my voice enough. I'm good.
Yeah, Maurice couldn't have been more congenial, and I genuinely felt terrible. So that by itself, with no lightning I don't want to say choke job, but I don't know another word. I don't know another phrase that would accurately describe what happened last night. But that happened, and then this happened.
Drew used to get upset early on when we would run long.
I didn't. I like a good citizen, I understand that these things happen. I am an egregious offender myself, and I felt bad doing it to Maurice. I will say sending show remarkably punctual in giving it over to me, but he could go to 4:15, and I'd be like, no sweat. Probably because I'm part of that 4 o'clock segment.
I was going to point that out.
You didn't have to. But anyway, so hearing that this morning, it irked me in the most inexcusable manner possible. I shouldn't allow this to get me full hot, and I did, and it still bothers me, and it's dumb.
It bothers you. Why? Because this was, 5 years?
At least. This had to be, thank you, Mary, Shih Tzu Mom on Twitter X. It was the top 10, not Dead Guy. She's right. Dead Guy was at 12, and I think top 10 list was at 130 leading into our show.
People demand the top 10, Drew.
They do. They definitely do. And
so what is it that you think irks you at your core?
I think it is the narrative that I would get upset like repeatedly. Like it makes it sound like every day I'm like, well, it's 2:01 and my show hasn't started. Do something about it, John. One time I went in there because it was after 5 minutes, and I said, hey, maybe a convo with the guys about wrapping up in a more timely fashion. And then I don't think they ever did it again.
So you feel the false narrative paints you as an egotistical, narcissistic prick.
Whoa!
I'm just trying to figure things out here.
Where's coming from?
JP.
I didn't say that. All he said was
Drew used to get upset.
I don't.
That's what I heard.
Maybe I'm missing something. Is there subliminals?
Drew used to get upset early on when we would come.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Did you hear that?
So anyway, that the Lightning loss, and then I don't want to say it was a road rage situation because I was not enraged because I won the race, but I got flicked off by a gentleman going into my neighborhood today.
I heard that.
Yeah, and I was wrong. I should not have sped against the dude, and I should have just practiced what I preach all the time, which is de-escalation and conflict avoidance. If someone wants to get ahead of you, let them get ahead of you. They will be out of your life in approximately 1.5 seconds.
Can I ask you if this is a comparative to what happened to you? We both take pretty much always the same route home,
Yes.
which is 275.
Yep.
When it gets to that exit to get on to the airport and then the Veterans, the two lanes merge into one. Now, I will be all the way back in the second lane, this lane to the right, but I know because I'm a Florida resident and I've taken this damn trip 5 days a week, sometimes 6 for the better part of 10 years. I know that the right lane always merges and moves faster than the left. But I also know that if you continue to go up, there's always someone on their phone that's not paying attention, and you can invariably get a space probably halfway toward where you're going.
Yes.
So now I'll do that.
Yeah.
Now, is that the same? And then there's a follow-up question.
Yes, it is the same. What's the follow-up question?
Now, is it the same because you're not cutting someone off? There's just a space there.
Well, the similarity to me, and I would love to hear people's opinion at 800-771-1025. The similarity to me is rather than waiting behind all of these cars that were in front of you, you are gaming the system to get in front of these people who are dutifully waiting their turn. It is discourteous.
Okay. Second thing is, now when I am up there, when I'm in that merge point, what I will do, because I don't like the cars that get 90% there and then go. Now I think that's discourteous, and I will take my car and swing it out wide, kick it out wide
To prevent people from doing what you do?
But I did it like a mile back. Give me a break.
It's funny
JP
you bring
was
that
right.
up because you say JP was right?
Drew used to get upset.
Yeah, you are a prick.
He didn't say that.
Oh, that's what I heard.
You did. What you do is the reason that if there are even 5 cars backed up, I will go to the far right lane and then go to the West Shore Mall and just get on the Veterans that way because I just can't with that. Like I know people are going to do what you do. People are going to try to like cut them off, and then people are going to try to prevent that. It's just a mess.
It can be.
It is an absolute mess. So what I will do is if I'm getting off at the Veterans from 275 going north on the Howard Franklin Bridge, if I see a backup there, I just go, okay, just going to take the stress out of the situation. But then people do the same damn thing by the West Shore Mall.
Right.
They'll get in one of the right turn lanes, go all the way up, and then try to cut somebody off who's turning left.
Yeah.
There is a massive problem when it comes to courtesy on our roadways.
Well, there's too many people, Drew.
There are, and certainly that brings with it its share of problems. But I used to get mad.
Drew used to get upset.
800-771-1025. The more I think about it and talk about it, the more I was absolutely in the wrong in racing this dude at 9 Eagles and Countryway near Mary Bryant Elementary this morning. I was
wrong morally, or in the wrong because it could have escalated even beyond what it did, and you don't need that hassle?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I was in the wrong all around. And when I talked about it on John's Joints, I saw a text come through from my mom. And look, like most people probably, I want to make my parents proud. You know what I mean? Like I hope my mom listens to this show every day and thinks, wow, my son made something of himself. He's trying to make his mark on the community. And I thought, well, damn, my mom hearing this story is probably fearing for her firstborn son's life. And she's probably going to admonish me by text. And I look, and my mom said, I do the exact same thing.
Well,
so now I know where I get it from at least.
Yeah.
And while we're on the subject of roadways and offenses, we have our second in a seemingly never-ending series of left lane laggers. I have taken upon myself to call out businesses whose service trucks clog the left lane on the Howard Franklin Bridge on my drive to work. That will be southbound into St. Petersburg. With 4 lanes, you should not be driving in the left lane. And if you are driving in that left lane, you should be going at least 20 miles per hour over the posted speed limit.
You should be constantly passing someone.
Yes. If people are constantly passing you on the right, you are a left lane lagger. And today's left lane lagger is FCS Incorporated Grease Demons of Clearwater, Florida. I looked it up. Whoever your driver was at approximately 12:30 p.m. in a giant, looked like a cement mixer, but it was probably like a grease trap truck. Whoever was your driver was going approximately 65 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone in the left lane. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, that means he was going the speed limit. No, he was not. As any FHP state trooper will tell you, it is extremely dangerous to use the passing lane if you are not passing someone. So I don't know what you do with this information. FCS Inc. Grease Demons. I don't know if that was the owner of the truck. I just know that as I passed this gentleman on the right, which I shouldn't have had to do, I noted his information. I voice to texted it to my girlfriend so I wouldn't forget. And now you, sir, have joined the ranks of the left lane laggers. Not a list to be proud of. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
My name's Rob.
Hey, Rob. What's going on?
I 100% agree with you guys as far as the courtesy on our roads go. The jumping past the whole line of people that's waiting there, willing to make their turn, is right up there with turning on your blinker clearly in time. People clearly see that you've got your blinker on. You're trying to get over, but instead they just keep driving right past you and prevent you from getting over, but will never make eye contact with you and pretend that they don't see you.
Rob, I'm glad you said that because I was starting to really, really feel bad that near my neighborhood, there are people who do it all the time. And the worst part is I can excuse you if you're ignorant to the situation. If it's your first time driving that road, maybe you don't know that 2 lanes turn into 1 and that right lane is going to become a merge lane. But the residents of that neighborhood, myself included, we know exactly what's going to happen. I saw in my rearview mirror this gentleman pull out in his Mercedes SUV, whip around to the right like he was going to pass all these cars. Well, unfortunately for him, me and my speedy little Volkswagen GTI, we were the first car in line. And I'll be damned if I didn't mash that bitch to the floor, beat this guy out. He's beeping at me all the way, flicking me off. And you know what? Maybe I was wrong to do it, but I won the race, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Get him.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. As JP will tell you.
Drew used to get upset.
800-771-1025. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Tim.
Hey, Tim.
I just want to tell Drew to
That's me.
Google
I'm Drew.
zipper merge.
Hi, I'm Drew.
Zipper.
It's me.
Google zipper merge. That's the proper merge way.
Zipper merge.
Public service announcement.
I've never heard of that before. A zipper merge is a traffic management technique where drivers from two lanes merge into one in an alternating zipper-like fashion. Oh yeah, no, that's what you're supposed to do, like on the highway. Like if you're on an on-ramp or whatever, like it's supposed to go one car goes, one car goes, one car goes, one car goes. That can prevent a backup for certain. But in like a 35-mile-per-hour residential situation, sir, where the resident of a neighborhood knows that right lane is going to merge into a left, I don't believe the zipper merge applies.
Okay.
Thank you. I'd never heard of zipper merge.
No.
I mean, it's right. Like when you get onto the bridge going home, you're going northbound, right?
Northbound, correct.
So that on-ramp will go, it merges into the next lane, and then even that lane merges into the next.
Correct.
You're not supposed to merge early. You're supposed to take that merge lane all the way to the end, and then people are supposed to let you in zipper like one goes, one goes, one goes, one goes.
Well, what I always understood, if it's a solid line, you're not supposed to cross it. Once the line becomes broken, at any point you can merge.
Right.
That's what my belief has always been.
Well, that goes against the zipper merge policy. Zipper merge. Hello, who are you?
This is Adam, Drew.
What's up, Adam? How we doing today, man?
Hey, good, buddy. Appreciate you guys as always, and great topic.
Thanks.
I moved to Florida in 2003, and I swear the traffic, the common courtesy of traffic is worse than I've ever seen before in my life.
Do you think it's a people problem? Do you think that like people, for whatever reason, no longer care about their fellow man, and it's me?
That could very well be that. So I do medical supplies, and, physicians have to renew and recertify to make sure that they're up with current times. I think we should implement that into traffic. There should be some kind of basic driver's ed, common courtesy, basic laws, yield signs, crossing over dotted lines versus solid lines. I don't think anybody knows basic stuff from when they were 16 years old taking a driver's test. I think it's all lost.
Yeah, I think it's a combination. 'Cause maybe it was COVID that screwed us all up. Like maybe we were faced with our dwindling mortality during COVID. Like we saw our friends and family members passing away and millions of people dying. So we thought, damn, I ain't going to be around for a long time. I'm out to get mine,
Or we got a lot of people from Texas, California, and everywhere else that during COVID said, hey, it looks like they got it pretty damn good in Florida. And those of us that have been here all our lives, 45, 50 years, we know the dance. We know the roads. We know the shortcuts. We know the workarounds. And then you've got all of these carpetbaggers, if you will, coming down. Yeah, thank you.
I had it pulled up.
Carpetbagger.
Not just gumming up the works.
It's true. Those who are unaware combined with those who are aware but don't care, making it an absolute mess.
Let me throw one more thing into the mix.
Sure.
Florida has always been known as the place that people come to die. I think we still have a lot of drivers knocking on death's door.
Oh, we do.
And you would be surprised. No, you wouldn't. At the amount of people that I will pass that are driving with their phone in the center of the steering wheel, looking at the phone.
Oh, yeah.
As they drive.
Oh, dude, I rarely am out in the mornings, thank God. But yesterday I had to be here for a meeting at 9, and I'm looking around at all the other drivers around me, and I'll be damned if 80% of them don't have that mobile device right up on their steering wheel.
I will glance at mine every now and again.
Sure.
I'm not driving with it in front of my face for a great length of time.
Correct. And you shouldn't be. No one should be. Hello there. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. How's your day?
Hi. Good. So far, so good. I'm off of work on my way home.
Oh, hell yeah. What do you do?
And I'm in the. I work in at an oncologist office.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for helping save the world.
Anytime. So I was calling, number one, because the left lane thing drives me bananas, that I stopped being friends with somebody because she would always drive in the left lane and always say, well, if someone wants to pass me, they can pass me on the right.
I love this. You unfriended someone in real life, not on social media. You actually unfriended someone in real life because she was a left lane lagger. Good for you.
Yes, 100%. I said, if I'm not going anywhere with you, if you keep driving slow in the left lane, move over. And she goes, if they want to pass me, they can go in the right lane.
F her.
That is not the rules.
F her. You're a hero. You should have broken into her house and cut her brake cables. Well, I don't know why you do that in her house, but I think you know what I mean. I used to get upset. 800-771-1025. Great call, Cheryl. You're a hero. Hello, who are you?
Hey, what's up? It's Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, so I just wanted to add to this conversation. I think it's a combination of two things. One, I think it's what Mo said. Everyone's on their phones, or they're from up north, or people just don't know. Like what you're saying about someone moving like left. They put their blinker on and they're just sitting there. Like, you can't impede the flow of someone else. You can't like block someone else's right of way. So, like, if you're sitting there and you're in the right lane with your blinker on to get in the left lane and everyone's just driving past you, well, bro, you need to go a little bit faster. You have to go with the flow of traffic, right? Like, people are just insane around here nowadays.
It is, and it would work so well if we all had the mentality of we're all trying to get from point A to point B as quickly and safely as humanly possible.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true anymore, Drew. I think no one has a sense of urgency on the road. It's like, dude, I guess everyone is out here just getting paid to drive around leisurely. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, I don't want to be on the road any more than I have to be. Like, people are watching damn Netflix movies on their way to Universal.
That is true. That is true,
He's
dude.
not wrong.
Seeing people with the center console and a movie playing is terrifying.
And he's right. I understand what you're saying. Most of us, it's like half of us are just trying to get to where we can get as quickly and as efficiently as possible. There are people I see driving. They don't have a care in the world, man. They got all the time to get there, and they're taking even more of it.
Yeah, that is true. There are people who look like they are dawdling behind the wheel. Like, I have no place to be. I am aimlessly driving my car around. Hello there. Who are you?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. It's Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Hey, I just want to say, first of all, flow of traffic rules above everything.
Hell yeah.
And then second thing is, a lot of people don't know, or they forget about the anti-aggression lever that almost every car comes stock with.
Anti-aggression lever?
Really
Tell
knows.
me more.
Yeah. Some people call it a blinker, but I like to call it the anti-aggression lever. And then it seems like a lot of people here in Florida don't know about it.
I've never heard it called that, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like, just signal. That's all. It's not that hard, right?
Yep, exactly. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, man. You too. 800-771-1025 is the number. Good afternoon. Drew Garabo live.
Hey, this is John. What's going on?
What's up, brah?
So, nobody should be looking at their phone when they're driving. You are literally traveling the length of a football field every 10 seconds in a 2,000-pound vehicle. Nobody should be doing that. But I did have another scenario that I see quite a bit that I want to bring up.
All right.
Just say you're pulling up to a big intersection and you're in the left turning lane.
Yep.
The guy to the right of you is staring at his phone, and your light turns green to go left. They're still staring at their phone.
Oh.
They see you start going in their peripheral, and they pull out into the middle of an intersection when it's a red light because they're staring at their phone. I've never seen anyone crash doing this yet, but I've seen a lot of almost crashes, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like the zombie apocalypse. Everyone's staring at their phone.
That is
This
true.
is what they meant by the zombie apocalypse.
And compounding that is the fact that people get angry quickly and want to shoot you.
Yes.
So, like, you're sitting behind somebody and they're on their phone and the light turns green. My initial impulse, having been born in New York and raised in Massachusetts, is to immediately hit my horn. But then I go, how many people do we see get shot every day for doing nothing wrong? So I go, okay, give them a couple seconds. Beat, beat, beat. Still looking at their phone? I will say out loud, beep. They're still not doing anything. Then I might tap on the phone.
Yeah.
Gonna get shot. Hello, who are you? Horn, not phone. Hello?
Yeah, you there?
Hello?
Drew.
Hello?
Drew.
Drew used to get upset
Hello?
Hello, Drew.
Drew,
Hello? I'm here.
Is this Drew? Yeah,
You there?
This is Jim. How you doing today, sir?
Hello?
Oh, fudge. Something's going on.
Fudge. Fudge. I love fudge. How we doing, Jim?
I'd rather say fudge than the other word on
I
the
know.
air.
I very much appreciate that. That's why I broke character and I'm interacting with you because you said fudge. I love fudge.
No, I unfortunately drive from Lehigh to Northport every day for work.
How far is that?
It's about an hour and a half.
Oh, man. How do you have any shred of your sanity left, sir?
Good paint, good mood pills from the VA.
Okay. Yeah, that's understandable.
No, unfortunately, I've seen just about all of what you're talking about. What really gets me going is you have people in the left lane and in the middle lane, and in that right lane is clear. Then you got some idiot decide to ride that right lane all the way up and thinks that just because they passed you, they can pull in front of you.
Right.
I'm like, ain't going to happen.
See, and I am the exact same as you, but I try so damn hard to, like, think, what's it going to hurt me to let this person in front of me? They'll be out of my life in a matter of seconds. But damn it, Jim, that pride takes over, and you're like, F that. He's doing the wrong thing. I got to punish him. It's going to kill us, Jim. We can't let it happen.
No, what I'm saying is you look behind you, right, and you see this guy just flying up past all these cars.
Oh, yeah.
And then he thinks he's going to get in front of you.
I know.
It's like the bird plane.
I know. I hate it too, Jim. But the right thing to do in that situation is just to let him do it.
Yeah.
He'll be out of your life in seconds. You'll never see that person again. And then think about the worst case scenario. Okay, I'm going to block him out. He's going to hit me. I'm going to have to make a claim on my insurance or someone's going to die.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Very hypocritical for me to say that because I'm just like Jim. Hello, who are you?
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Not much. So I drive for a living about 7 to 10 hours a day delivering pharmaceuticals. And I've been living down here for 6 months doing it. And expletives aside, I want to slip my wrists in a vertical fashion.
I know.
So
I can't imagine.
I'm at a left turn lane, waiting for the green out. There's this one female driver in front of me. Light goes green. Everyone gets one. Everyone gets a couple seconds, then it's like, all right, her sense of urgency, let's get rolling on here. So she gets out of her car after I beep, this lizard of a woman, pregnant to all hell. She's got her bedazzled phone in one hand and a Newport Cadillac cigarette in the other. And I'm just like, there's so much wrong with this situation. She's screaming at me. I'm like, get back in your car. But, yeah, the courtesy down here needs an upgrade for sure. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man. I like a guy who will insult a lady over the way she looks and the phone she has, etc., and what she smokes, and then say courtesy is dead.
Yeah.
One more. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, Drew. It's Boo Boo.
Hey, Boo Boo. You have to get some picnic
I got to
biscuits.
start off by saying, listen, I used to go by Swamp Man, but now I go by Florida Man because it seems to be more popular. But you do not mess with a Florida Man on them occasions that you is speaking about. Because I'll tell you what, Florida Man don't put up with it. And, Drew, thank you for your good advice.
What'd I do? Thanks, Boo Boo. I don't know who I'm talking to, Florida Man or Boo Boo. Or all right, when we come back, there has been a name named in the Clearwater Ferry accident. We'll talk about it. 800-771-1025.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Eastbound and westbound I-4, it looks like, dealing with incidents eastbound approaching County Line Road and westbound approaching Fritzky Road. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes in both directions. Looks like 275 north and Hillsborough still dealing with the fallout from that earlier crash. Stop and go traffic to Dr. King now. Some increased standard delays on your other main roadways and interstates. Still that slowdown around 11 minutes now. Southbound 41 approaching Lisey Road. Stop and go traffic to Miller Mack Road. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. To see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation. I won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Wait, you're leaving us? You're matching pajamas.
Matching silk pajamas, babe.
You discover Heineken and now you go out to, watch live sports?
We were literally made to wrap you in luxury, to vibe, to recharge your soul.
And your weighted blanket is here.
It's like a blanket, but so weighted.
Don't listen to your PJs. Head to the game with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
I have quite a few coworkers who have used WeatherTight to replace their doors and windows, and I consistently hear what a good job they do. WeatherTight Mike hires only the best installers and salespeople, and he takes good care of them so that they'll take good care of you. If you need replacement windows or doors, don't hesitate. Just trust me on this one. Call WeatherTight Windows for your free consultation.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Go to crunch.com, where you can also find out about the tons of strength and cardio equipment, all cutting-edge machines to make you lean or pack on muscle for the upcoming summertime. $0 enrollment. How do you beat free? With membership starting again at $9.99 a month. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 4/30.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.
call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
John Stenning here for Wild Fork. I'm a big red meat guy. I love eating thin-cut ribeyes from Wild Fork for breakfast, smoking up a tri-tip, but do not sleep on the seafood selection. I love the pepper smoked salmon, the Chilean sea bass. This past weekend, I did some swordfish kebabs. Wild Fork has everything you need, from sides, seasonings, desserts, and every protein you could possibly think of. You can shop online and get it delivered, pick it up in store, or just go on a shopping spree with locations in Citrus Park, South Tampa, and St. Pete on 4th Street North. Check them out today at wildforkfoods.com.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
For pure safety and total clean, call Zerorez. Right now, get 3 for the price of 2. That's 3 rooms of carpet clean, but only pay for 2 when you mention me, Mike Calta. Secure this deal today. Book online at ZerorezTampaBay.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
O'Reilly.
Get one free set of Brake Best brake pads when you buy 2 Brake Best Select brake rotors. You can upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for just $10 more. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20 more. Visit your local O'Reilly Auto Parts. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at DefenderRuck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
This Saturday, May 3rd, Michelob Ultra is the proud beer sponsor of Barbecue Love Fest, an epic day of barbecue with pitmasters from across the country. Live music, cold beer, and good vibes. Get your tickets while they last at bbqlovefest.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any evening showers ending tonight, then clear skies. Nice night. Lows a bit cooler than recent nights. Kind of a gusty east wind. We'll bottom out near 70. Then coming up on Wednesday, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and rain-free. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
If you need a little bit of hope and optimism, fellow Lightning fans, let's just flash back to the fantastic film with the double Corey head, The Lost Boys. The iconic scene with Tim Capello, a.k.a. Shirtless Saxophone Man, playing at the Santa Monica Pier as Jamie Gertz. By the way, Jamie Gertz, the actress with the highest net worth of any actor in Hollywood right now.
What?
You want to win a trivia contest against somebody? You ask them, who is the actor or actress with the highest net worth? And the answer is Jamie Gertz. Not from her movies, mind you, because other than bit parts in like Lost Boys and the television program Square Pegs, and I believe Less Than Zero.
Yeah, memorable turn on Seinfeld for an episode.
I didn't watch Seinfeld. She has the highest net worth, earning over $9 billion more than Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. She is a financial titan. Ares Management. She and her husband have a $12 billion fortune because they invested wisely. They own a stake in the Atlanta Hawks. She's a principal owner of the team. Invested very well.
Wow.
And she's filthy, stinking rich.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I still believe. And by the way, I am self-aware enough to know that my 2 favorite sports teams being on the brink of elimination is affecting my mood tremendously. Normally, I would have just been over the moon. Like Monica says at the end of this clip on JP and in the segment that followed, which, again, I just have to say props to whomever is putting our clips on Facebook, because that got me. Like, sometimes I'll think to click on the app and then I'll forget. But when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see this is a show streaming, I saw my friend Monica and I saw JP in the corner of the screen, I'm like, oh, yeah, JP show. It's Dizzy's birthday. Let me see what's going on. So I listened just in time for Monica to say, well, with the ordeal that he went through, it probably put things in perspective. And I was like, oh, yeah, it probably should have. I should be able to look at the Magic being down 3-1 with an elimination game tonight in Boston. The Lightning down 3-1 with an elimination game tomorrow in Tampa, where we'll be broadcasting from. And go, oh, hey, dude, BT Dubs, you survived cancer and 4 rounds of chemotherapy. But instead, it's a bummer that my team's basketball season might be over for me tonight and hockey season might be over for me tomorrow. And then what do we have until football? Nothing.
Rowdies? No.
Get out of here. Not baseball. I can't. I try every year. I try. And look, oh my God, do I try? I'll go to a Steinbrenner game. I think it's a cool stadium. I'll check it out. Try to fall in love with baseball again.
I hear people are loving them playing at that stadium.
Yeah, they are, and it's a cool looking stadium. I've never been in it. It looks neat.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. But let's not lose hope, Lightning fans.
No.
I still believe. The Frog Brothers, what a film. My own brother, Michael, a blood-sucking vampire. 800-771-1025 is the number. I'll get to your calls in a sec. Hang in there. When the boating incident happened with the Clearwater Ferry, initially, the name Jeff Knight started to circulate. I didn't want to believe it. I don't know the guy. I think I probably met him once way back in the day when Spice had the kitchen restaurant right around the corner from Janice. I think he was partners with Jeff, and I think I met him back then.
Forgot about that.
Struck me as a nice guy then. I love Janice. It's one of my favorite venues, but I don't really know the dude. I know people who know him, and I didn't want it to be him. Like I didn't want it to be anybody. I certainly didn't love the fact that it happened, but I certainly didn't want it to be the owner of Janice Live, but it was. And I certainly wasn't going to run with the name before it was official, because that's irresponsible journalism. You want to wait until an agency breaks the name of the person who was driving the boat that collided with the Clearwater Ferry. And late last night, they did. They released the name. So now we know, okay, it's Jeff Knight. It seems to me that many people have made up their minds already that it was a hit and run. They have made up their mind already that he must have been impaired, even though he blew a 0.0 on the breathalyzer or intoxilizer, I think they call it, which is a cool name.
I like that.
Intoxilizer. Sounds like a superhero. I will get you drunk. I am the intoxilizer.
Or a serial rapist.
That too. So I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I know that FWC has not yet released the results of their investigation. I think it's a bit premature to already decide that this guy is guilty. Having served on a jury already and having been selected for jury duty again in a couple of weeks, lucky me, I know that many times what we think is a crime isn't. What we think actually happened didn't. So I wasn't there. You probably weren't there. I've read accounts of people who are on the ferry, their family members very upset over what happened, which, of course, I would be too. Anybody would be if you had a loved one on board that ferry and someone crashed into it and people were either injured or died. I think what we need to remember first and foremost is that Jose Castro of Palm Harbor perished in the crash, and he deserves all of our sympathy, and his family deserves our support. So we'll give that. And they're saying that a longer investigation to do due diligence is necessary, which is absolutely true. And Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission has taken over the investigation and will continue to cover the story because it's not only the biggest story in our area, one of the biggest stories in the country right now. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. Who are you? Hello?
Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Spring Hill.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, just commenting back to the left lane drivers.
Oh, yeah.
I travel I-75 4 days a week to Tampa from Spring Hill.
Oof.
And it's just crazy crap, man.
It is. It absolutely is. And the people who lag in the left lane, those left lane laggers, I will continue to call them out. If I see a company name on the side of that vehicle, like I did today with FCS Incorporated Grease Demons, I'm going to call them out on the air. If your vehicle is traveling along with what looks to be a gigantic grease trap septic tank Willie on the back, and you're going 65 and a 65 or 65 and a 60 or 60 and a 65, you need to move over.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get the hell over. You're clogging up the lane. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Talking to me? This is Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey.
Hi.
So, Florida state law says that Florida state law says that the left lane, no matter how fast a person behind you is going, that it's your responsibility to move out of their way. As far the left lane is a passing or emergency lane.
I was unaware of that.
You're
But
supposed to be traveling in that lane.
yeah, I was unaware of that, but I think that's absolute money. Like, you should not be going in that left lane unless you are hauling serious ass. And if someone comes up from behind you, you get over and let them pass. But dude, when I drive from Orlando to Tampa, which I do pretty frequently, not frequently enough to see my parents, should do it more. Left lane laggers are insane on I-4. They are like every 5-10 minutes, you'll come upon someone who's dawdling in the left lane, dilly-dallying like they got no place to be. Do you not know? Is there no like education on you're not supposed to do that? Shouldn't we make that part of driving school? If driving school is even a thing. Hello there. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
How are you?
Good, Bobby. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right.
Good. What can we do you for?
I was just calling about the boat accident yesterday.
Yes, sir. Sunday night, yes.
When you and John Sinning was talking, did you not say there was probably impairment and neglect?
No. No, not at all.
Okay.
No, we said that he blew a 0.0 in the intoxilizer, so there was obviously no drunkenness. And as far as neglect goes, where's their evidence of neglect?
I'm talking about yesterday.
Oh,
when you said, I bet it's probably one or both.
No, you're absolutely incorrect. 1,000% lying. I never said that.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree.
No, we won't agree to disagree. I'm not agreeing with anything that you're saying. You're flat out lying through your teeth if you're saying that I said that.
Okay, very well.
Will you admit that you're lying?
Have a good day. No, I will not.
Are you intentionally lying, or did you really think that you heard that?
Oh, no, I definitely did.
No, you definitely did not. I'm here to tell you I have been very careful about what I've said regarding this incident, and I can guarantee you with 1,000% certainty that your dumbass did not hear me say that. So either you heard someone else say that and you attributed it to me, which is quite possible because you don't sound intelligent enough to tell whose voice is who on this radio station, or you're intentionally lying right now to try to paint me in a certain light. But I can guarantee you that John Senny didn't say that and I didn't say that.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
we'll go back to the replay and we'll see.
Yeah, no, listen, you pull an audio clip of me saying that, and I will give you $100 out of my wallet. Oh, I'll go withdraw $100, then give you one. I don't have it right now. I don't carry cash on me. But you're lying or misinformed or a misinformed liar. But I absolutely, with 1,000% certainty, I say a lot of words every day. I remember most of them, and I know for a fact that I never implied nor stated that anyone was impaired or neglectful.
Okay.
I accept your apology. 771-1025.
I think that was an acceptance of your acceptance.
Exactly. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Ravi. How are you?
What's up, Ravi?
Hey, man. Well, I'm a truck driver. How about those morons in the middle lane? Most places, the truck drivers can't go in the left lane, and they would not get out of the middle lane. Of course, the granny lane, half of the time, you can't get into that, right?
Granny lane. I love that.
How about that middle lane for us, man?
Yeah, no, middle lane for truckers. Absolutely, dude. I try to stay mindful of every semi-truck driver on the wheel because you guys do it professionally. It has to be so difficult hauling a big old load like that down the road with so many dangerous and inconsiderate drivers. You keep commerce going in America. You're the backbone of American industry. You deserve our respect and patience. I'll let truckers in. Rarely do you see a semi-truck left lane lagging. Rarely, if ever.
Head off and had her in a...
What?
Hello?
Did you say head off and had her in a?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I was calling about Jeff Knight.
Yes, sir.
If someone was in a car wreck and they caused the same thing, but they hit a car and then left the scene of the crime, not only is it a felony, but they're automatically arrested, breathalyzed, blah, blah, blah. It's very shady that he took a break.
If you get into a car accident and you leave the person your information, but you have people in your car that you feel are not safe in the current situation. Like, let's say you're on the interstate, right? And you rear end somebody. And you're on the side of the road, but there's like no room for an emergency lane, and you need to get them to safety. So you tell the people, I'm not fleeing the scene, but I have passengers that I need to get to safety. Are you guilty of a hit and run if you do so? I'm asking because I don't know. And I don't know that that's what happened in this case. I've heard certain things. I've read certain things. I don't know what was true. But if I am captaining a boat, I hit another boat, my boat is taking on water, and I have people on my boat, if I'm at the scene and I tell them, hey, I've got to get my boat passengers to safety because my boat is taking on water, I'm going to be up here at the Bel Air boat ramp, and then I go there, is that a hit and run? I don't think so. The cops didn't think so.
The boat's not in any danger of sinking, correct?
We don't know that.
Okay, all right.
We don't know.
I'm just saying, would you think it would be a hit and run if the vehicle or the conveyance, whatever it is in no danger of sinking? I would think, just this would come from me, that it's incumbent upon you to stay at that scene and start helping people.
Sure.
That's
Absolutely.
what I would think. Because
render aid.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you try to render aid and people are like, that son of a bitch just hit our boat, and they start to get hostile,
then you got to haul ass.
I'm out. I'm not putting myself and my passengers in harm's way. Hello there. Who are you? Oh, the alarm saves me again.
Yeah.
This is Josh.
Hey, Josh. What's up, buddy?
Good. I just had a comment on the left lane.
Yeah.
I figured you didn't hit this one yet. I'm actually in the car with my son. We picked him up from Stemler Miller. Anyways, we were at the Steinbrenner field coming home from a ball game and going over to Courtney Campbell, and someone has their emergency lights on going under the speed limit.
Oh.
So I try to speed up to go around them, and they decide to switch lanes then, which caused me to then clip the side of them. We flipped the truck.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I was just reminiscing that story to him because he was 2 at the time when it happened.
Oh, man. Glad you guys are okay.
Yeah.
That's some.
I got a new truck, so.
There you go. Scary stuff.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
wallet. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter wallet before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. I'll use it in a sentence. I bet your wallet would look a lot better with a $1,000 bill in it. If you get a call from a number you don't recognize within 30 minutes after the hour, make sure you answer it. It might be our contest judges calling you wallet. Good afternoon. Drew Grabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, so I wanted to comment on this boat accident.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting? By the way, what's your name?
My name's Kim.
Hi, Kim. Isn't it interesting that so many people who are not there seem to know what the feds should do, what they would do, what happened, what didn't happen, what shouldn't happen? I'll be the first to tell you, I wasn't there. I don't know anybody that was there. All I know is what I'm reading. I'm not so quick to rush to judgment to say an arrest needs to be made, and I'm not so quick to say nothing at all wrong happened here, an arrest shouldn't be made. I don't know.
I was not there, and everything I know is based on either what I've read or the fact that I have traveled that area hundreds of times because we're avid boaters. And I would say you had made a comment about was there neglect. There definitely was neglect on his part because he failed to operate that boat.
Thank you, Kim. I didn't. I feel like I'm living in Bizarro world. I don't know that there was. I mean, look, a boat crashed into another boat. Obviously, something went wrong. I don't know how it happened. I've heard things. Could it be possible that the ferry did not have accurate lighting, right? Ample lighting, so that the boat that came upon from behind it couldn't see it? I don't know. If that's the case, was there neglect? If I'm operating a boat and there's a 45-foot ferry in the dark in front of me and I don't see it and I hit it, am I neglectful? I don't think so. If I didn't see it. But I don't know.
Right.
The only thing I know is that I don't know. Let me just state that. Neglect, anything else, the only thing I am certain of is that I am uncertain of the details.
That narrative's already out there, Drew. You can't walk it back.
800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hello, Drew.
Hi, who are you?
Hey, this is Vinny. How you doing?
Vinny, Vincenzo. What's up, dude?
Sir. Hey, yo.
Hey, oh.
Hey, I drive for a living, too, and I have an issue with people when you're on the roadway. What are these people driving like they're in their living room with their legs up on the dash and everything?
That is a weird look, Vinny. I don't get it. Like, if you're a passenger, great. Hang that leg up. Let that vajayjay air dry if you need to, ladies. I understand the wind probably feels real good. Lips flapping in the breeze. But if you're driving, definitely do not have your left foot up on the dashboard. That is so weird, especially if it's a dude.
Oh, yeah. Even both, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here, so.
I'm with you. Thanks, man.
I'll give you
You're welcome.
the reverse or an accompaniment. People that drive with the seat way, 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 way back. I mean, they're like having to lean up to look over the dashboard. I don't get. You're not in a recliner.
No, I like sometimes you'll see someone with that like so far back. It looks like nobody's driving the car, like a ghost car.
Exactly.
Like, what's going on there? Where's the driver? And then sometimes, oh my God, you'll see an old person. It looks like a skeleton with skin draped over it. And you look over and they're like, I am Skeletor. Hello there. Who are you? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. I can hear the radio in the background. That's our show. Thanks for listening.
Yes, I am. I was listening to your shows.
I could tell.
About that boat.
Yep.
That driver was going pretty damn fast. And
was he? Did you clock him?
Huh?
Did you clock him? Do you have a radar?
No.
Oh.
I seen it on YouTube. And
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm throwing your case out of court because you can't properly conjugate the verb see. If you say I seen, I automatically discredit your opinion on anything and everything.
I'll allow it.
The phrase I seen will never precede the inside of a library. If you start a sentence with I seen, what comes next is not going to be an interesting book in the bookstore. If you start with I seen, the phrase the principal hand me a diploma from high school is not going to be what follows that. I saw. You didn't seen anything. I saw. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, it's Chris here.
What's up?
I was able to see the video on television today.
Did you say you saw it or you seen it?
I saw it.
All right, now I believe you. Go ahead.
Anyway, they did show that there was lights on both vehicles. You could clearly see this one boat approaching the thing, and I don't know if he was just wasn't paying attention. You know, like you said, I wasn't there. I don't know why it was caused, but both were visible on the video, so they could see each other. Just a little bit of information to help the mystery.
Well, I'm looking at a video right now, probably the same video you are, and while I can see a light at the bow or front to the non-nautical experts out there, I can see a light at the bow of the ferry. I don't see it lit up on the sides or back, and I see the boat coming up from behind that seems to have a light on the bow, but I don't see lights anywhere else. And then of course. Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking I saw like those lantern lights kind of around the top of the ferry, no?
I'm looking. I see it on the top, like mid-ship, if you will, but I don't see anything at the stern, which means rear. 800-771-1025. Steve. 800-771-1025. Hey there, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
Hey, this is Big Easy. I'm talking about the left lane driving.
Yes, sir.
So I drive for work a lot, and I try my best because my truck is governed. They got a GPS on it. I try to stay out of the left lane, but sometimes you get those people that are going like 10, 15 miles an hour, the speed limit.
Sure.
It always seems like whenever I go to pass them, they decide, oh, I don't want you to pass me. And then I end up looking like the bad guy because people get stuck behind me, but I can't slow down because people are behind me, and I got this guy trying to Dale Earnhardt pass me.
Yeah, that to me is so insane because, like, you're going so slow in that left lane, and then I want to pass you, and then you want to speed up. Like it's a pride thing. Like, oh, no, that son of a bitch, he ain't getting in front of me. Well, where was that energy when I was behind you?
Right.
Keep that same energy, fam. 800-771-1025. Is it weirder when people are reclined too far back or when they have their seats, like, they're 1 inch from the steering wheel? Like, oh my God, I must stay so alert. I think I would rather have someone so far up because at least they look alert.
Yes.
They don't look like, I'm laid back, man. Hey, whatever happens behind that,
It's ridiculous.
man.
I mean, you drive how you want to, but
Right, but I'm all laid back, man. What's going on that roadway, man? I can't even sit down there. Hello there, who are you?
Hey, how you doing today, guys?
What's up, dude? What's your name?
Will.
Hi, Will.
So I think with the ferry accident, what we're going to find out is that he had his boat on autopilot. He had the accident.
So
and then
that's funny. I was talking to someone about that because I had heard that being thrown around as well. And I think from what an experienced boater told me, no one would have their boat on autopilot in that particular part of the water. So I've heard that theory being bantered about as well. All I know is the investigation will flesh out what actually happened. Thank you to Finn Dave. A bad accident at 4th Street and 38th Ave North. So that's right up the road from us a little bit. Lanes blocked. Avoid the area if you can. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi there, gents. This is 4-Putt Fred.
Wait, I'm sorry. 4-Putt Fred. That is a horrible nickname. Tell me, Fred, that you are not a 4-putter.
Once or twice around, sir.
Oh, good Lord. Come on, man. You got to get what kind of putter you got in your bag, homie?
It's this beautiful 1968, looks like a pencil.
It might, 4-Putt Fred, be time to upgrade. I'm not saying you need a Scotty Cameron or anything like that. Maybe an Odyssey White Hot would help you become 3-putt Fred or 2-putt Fred, but 4-putt Fred makes me sad for your soul.
Well, I appreciate thank you, sir. I appreciate it. For the reason of my call for this ferry boat crash, that is a no-wake zone there. And the other boat was traveling at a high rate of velocity. So that
Are you certain that's a no-wake zone?
Yes.
I thought I had read that it was not, but I'm not sure. But regardless, we need to do a better job of sending sympathy to the family of Jose Castro, who once again lost his life. U.S. postal worker, sole person killed aboard a Clearwater ferry that was Wow. Actionable language here. Plowed from behind by another boater, according to Tampa Bay Times. Oh, hold on one second. Mike's weather page on hold to chat right now. Let me see which one he is.
Yeah, I think he heard.
We got to get you the hotline, homie. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Drew. We're me and Sarah are listening to you. Julie texted me. She said they're talking about the boat, so I figured I'd call in since I was kind of there on scene.
Oh yeah. You got some pretty good video of it, and shout out to Sarah, my buddy, riding along with you. Tell us what you saw.
Well, I think I was in the same state as everybody else. I mean, we just boated there like an hour before that. We actually travel that area a lot, so I'm real familiar in our boat. So I was like, I got to go down there. We all heard about that hit and run. So I think emotionally we got involved. You think, oh my God, terrible. The one point that I wanted to make was I saw the whole webcam from the Coachman Park, and I saw it that night, and I was shocked because I came across it first, and I debated putting it online, which I didn't because I just didn't feel comfortable. But what I was surprised was how long that, boat stuck around, like 10, 11, 12 minutes. And it, something went off in my head that it wasn't what I envisioned as a hit and run, not defending anything, not making an opinion, but it wasn't a typical, like, he hit the boat and got the hell out of there, So something was going on there in those 10 minutes. And then they casually kind of went off. They kind of drifted back towards the Bel Air ramp. So, like you said, there's a lot of unknowns, and making a quick judgment, I think we all could be guilty of. I went down to the Bel Air ramp, and I did see the passengers on the boat. I think one of them was holding a baby. So there could be a lot to that. Like you said, there's a lot that we don't know.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike, because we want to rush to judgment with things these days. We hear a story like this, and immediately somebody's got to be to blame. Someone has to be solely to blame, and it's got to be all their fault. And we want to factor in everything that's happened in their life up to that. But according to the most recent article in the Tampa Bay Times, it fleshes out exactly what you're saying. The boat that crashed into the other boat stuck around for 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and may have even pushed the ferry towards shallower waters, from what I'm reading in this article.
I think I might even post it now because I did kind of see that also. So there's just a lot. Now we travel that area. I can confirm what the FWC said. That is not a non-wake zone. It's approaching a no-wake zone. But I've often at times would turn towards Frenchie's, we go to eat there, and it's a wide open area, and it's narrow, and it's intimidating, and you got all these big boats. Again, I'm not defending, I don't know the guy from Adam, but we go out in the boat a lot, and I do know that you got all these pirate ships and different vessels going different speeds, and it's at dusk, and I've been in that situation where, you come up on a boat. So there's, like you said, there's a lot to it, and I just stay in clear judgment, that's for sure.
Right on, my man. Well, I appreciate you so much. We're getting towards storm season again, so I'm sure we'll be touching base. And you tell my second favorite Sarah in the world I said hello, and I miss you guys, man.
Yeah. Oh, listen, back to the Interstate 4 saga, man.
Yeah.
If I had a bumper on my Hellcat, there'd be a few cars probably, getting bumped out of the way. Because I do what my dad taught me. My dad's 87. He gets right on there, and doesn't sometimes move until they move out of the way.
I love that. Dangerous.
and the brakes. The other thing that frustrates me is the brakes. Everybody rides the brakes on Interstate 4. When one person hits the brake, the next person hits the brake. That brake goes all the way to freaking Tampa.
You're right. Drive you mad.
That doesn't happen on 75. I don't know what the difference is. 75, they haul ass. I-4, everybody's like not even speed limit.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is either, man. Great hearing from you, buddy.
All right, buddy. See you.
Much love to Mike's weather page and his family, and we're late.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the NCS Worth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. Coverage starts at 2:30 p.m. with the race starting at 3:30.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
So this is getting nasty. That earlier crash northbound East Lake Road approaching Bryan Lane isn't just backing up traffic to Woodlands Boulevard. It's also backing up traffic on Bryan Lane all the way back to High Point Drive, which itself is backed up all the way to Jackmel Way. So it's going to be a while for those of you headed up to Trinity or thereabouts. Meanwhile, in Hillsborough, a crash Dr. King eastbound at Falkenberg. Delays on 301, 75, and 41, all southbound in the usual areas. Still dealing with that crash. Big Bend Road, eastbound and westbound traffic affected around 301 and 75. Better than it was a half hour ago. Waters Avenue with the crash itself eastbound at Woodland Center Boulevard. Moderate back up there. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Take advantage of the Freedom of Choice pricing event at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1,000 new vehicles in stock with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., JerryOhm.com. 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation, 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Tampa.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Cinco de Mayo is near, and the celebration starts at Total Wine & More, your cocktail central. Whether you're shaking up fresh margaritas, sipping on a crisp cerveza, or savoring a smooth tequila, Total Wine is your fiesta celebration destination. So stop by your local Total Wine & More and make this Cinco de Mayo the best one yet. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
This hour of Drew Garabo Live brought to you by Bolt Electric. For lightning fast service, log on to boltelectricfl.com.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big Bolts game tomorrow night in Tampa Bay. What a story it's going to be when Tampa Bay defeats Florida tomorrow night, defeats Florida in Sunrise, and then comes back here for a pivotal Game 7. That would be something else. And Mo and I will be out there at Amalie tomorrow. Oh, yeah. He's got to tell Jacob. 800-771-1025 is the number.
Flip on the telly.
Wrestle with Jimmy. Thank you for holding. Who are you?
Yes, my name is Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are we doing today, bud?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to comment about the boat accident and some things to think about.
Sure. One
is time of day, the lighting being low, and the age of the boat driver. The captain, he was, 61, 62? So your nighttime vision really starts to dwindle, as you get older.
I've noticed that about myself, that at night it is a little bit more difficult to see. And then I'm like, oh, I got my sunglasses on. Okay.
Well, not just that, too. If you're going that way in that channel, you're going towards town. And there is, it was a very calm night. So the reflection from the water, the lighting, and who knows how well lit the after that boat, the
stern,
the ferry boat was,
Yeah.
I used to guide, so I would see this type of stuff happen all the time. And my heart goes out to Mr. Castro and their family. But
Same. Yeah. No matter what the details are, it's absolutely terrible that a man lost his life. Doesn't matter who was at fault. Doesn't matter like the conditions, anything. It's tragic that a man who wanted to take his family to the Sugar Sand Festival in Clearwater lost his life. We can all agree on that. The investigation will flesh out the details, but it is an unspeakable tragedy that Mr. Castro lost his life.
Well, and we talk about Mr. Castro. We have to remember there were multiple people that will probably have injuries that will follow them and alter the rest of their lives. So it's not even just that.
Great point.
Yeah, it's tragic. But on another note, go Bolts.
Go Bolts.
And, thank you guys for taking my call.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. A bystander listened from the shore as his crew described the scene over the radio. He couldn't tell, this is according to Tampa Bay Times, couldn't tell whether the boat that had pushed the ferry to safety was the same one responsible for the crash. Investigators couldn't yet answer that question either.
there's a lot of, for something that seems like there were a lot of eyes on it and it involved just two, maybe a third vehicle. It seems like there's a lot of nobody's sure.
That is true. That is why they are doing a thorough investigation. The FWC is working with Pinellas Pasco State Attorney's Office to determine if this incident fits the legal definition of a hit and run. 800-771-1025 is the number. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, my name's Zach. Drew, I want to know, where do you draw the line on the boat incident? That's its fourth incident and second death since 2012.
Well, yeah, I don't connect the two at all. If you're speaking of what happened previously, it is documented that a gentleman aboard one of Mr. Knight's boats fell, hit his head, and drowned. I don't know how that's Jeff Knight's fault. If you'd like to assign blame, that's on you. I don't see how the two are connected. Can you just be unlucky? Sure. If I own a boat and somebody's getting off that boat and they fell and they clunked their head and they drown, and I pull him out of the water and try to revive him and save his life, is that my fault? I would think so, but I wouldn't think so. But again, you're perfectly entitled to think whatever you like. I will tell you this, a jury isn't going to be able to hear that if charges are filed, having been on a jury. And it is somewhat frustrating. I did find it rather curious when I served on a jury as a foreman, by the way, elected by my peers. You're not like the kid in my case was arrested for public intoxication and battery on a law enforcement officer because he refused to leave the parking lot of McDenton's, and then a physical scuffle ensued with the cop. We were not allowed as jurors to hear any of his prior arrests, which I found interesting, but also fair because you're not trying that person for their history. You are trying that person for that specific incident. You could make the argument that a pattern is established, but I will tell you, you're not allowed to hear that pattern in a court of law. You deal with the incident that happened. Hello there. I say hello there.
Yeah, hi, this is John.
Hi, John.
Question, are you going to be at Tamale tomorrow?
We are going to be at Amalie tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's not good. You are the jinx, man.
That hurts. That hurts, John. That hurts very bad. I will say to his point, because normally I'd be like, oh, jinxes are stupid. You're stupid. To his point, I have attended 3 playoff games in the NHL and NBA combined, and my teams are 0-3. So if the Bolts should happen to not be victorious tomorrow, don't blame Coach Cooper. Don't blame Nikita Kucherov for disappearing during the playoffs. Blame me. It's my fault for attending. I apologize in advance should we lose. I'm clearly a jinx. Even though I was in the attendance when the Bolts clinched the Stanley Cup a couple of years ago, I was there for the clinching game, which we won. It's clearly my fault when we lose. Hello there. Who are you?
Jock and Jeff.
Hello there. Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
Hey, it's James.
Hey, James. What's up?
So, hey, I got a theory on the boat. You were talking about autopilot before. I've done a lot of boating. I have a boat. And one thing that I do sometimes, and I'm sure other boaters have done it, usually when you're out in open water, you'll be, up on plane cruising and, I see something that I need to, buckle down or something. They'll let the boat go.
Yeah, they were not in open water. So I was talking to someone with boating experience who said, yeah, when you're way out in the water and there's nothing around, you put it on autopilot because there's nothing around. Right. In this situation, I would find it very difficult to believe that someone would be on autopilot with so much boat traffic around. So thank you for your theory. I appreciate it. Good day. 102.5 The Bones, Drew Garabo Live. He's Maurice and I'm Drew. Who are you?
Hi, Drew.
Oh, what's going on, Carmen?
Hey. Not much. I'm thinking this ferry crash, there's so many things that just don't add up.
Oh?
Yes. If you're helping the people, pushing the boat or whatever you're doing, was the boat still there when the police came?
It's a great question. I do not know the answer to that question. I know the police were able to catch up with him at the Bel Air boat ramp. I know that he, according to accounts, remained in the area for 10, 11 minutes.
But because I thought I saw that they found the boat 3.5 miles away.
Yeah.
Which, okay, well, why wouldn't you stay the whole time?
Well,
and then
let me ask you this. If you were the captain of a boat and you hit another boat and you had a baby on board your boat, right? Would you, and let's say hypothetically your boat is taking on water, would you be comfortable staying there with the boat taking on water and a baby on board?
Well, no, but he got to the dock, or
correct?
Did he not? So why did he have to leave?
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying to you here.
Well, dumb it down for me, Drew.
So you're captaining a boat, right?
And we don't even know if he was driving, but go ahead.
Huh?
How do we know he was driving the boat? There were several people on board.
Right. But how do we know he wasn't?
Well, exactly, but we don't know he was.
Okay. All right.
This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of fishy.
There's nothing fishy. You're just a dodo. I'm trying to be nice about it, but you're a complete dodo head.
I want you to let your anger out, Drew.
I want to let my anger out. The goddamn Bolts lost. The Bolts friggin' lost the game last night, Carmen. And here you are talking
they're
about.
Win tomorrow.
Here you are talking.
It was a long time ago.
I know it was, JP. Damn it, stop it. I just get it. I can't with you. I don't know what happened, Carmen. We'll find out when the when the investigation is concluded. But I don't know. I don't even feel good about speculating. I just know that the freaking Bolts lost. Hello there. Hurts.
Hello.
Hi. Downside of sports is like you get so emotionally invested. Right. You start thinking like, just trying to vibe with you, man. Relax. Start thinking about like, oh, we're going to tie it up. We're going to have a game 5 here in Tampa with us tied up. Hello. Who are you?
My name's Manny.
How you doing, Manny?
Hey, I'm doing good, man.
Awesome.
So I just caught on listening in.
Yep.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Because apparently the fellow that owned the 40-foot pleasure craft, I think, is the owner of Janus Landing or not?
It's Janus Live now, but yes, that is true. Jeff Knight.
So do you guys know him? Do you have a relationship with him?
I maybe met him once a long time ago, but other than attending his venue for many concerts and enjoying it, I don't know him. I don't have a relationship with him.
I don't know the man.
Okay. Because I'm concerned because the fella ran into a ferry. He had a much bigger boat than the ferry, and then he left the scene. It's curious to me.
Well, curiosity killed the cat, sir. Don't let that happen to you. 800-771-1025. And if you are curious, then wait for the investigation to be concluded and then draw your conclusions then. I'm curious about a lot of things. Oh, my God. We've got a game coming up for you next that could win you some fantastic tickets to shows.
Hockey tickets?
Shows.
Oh.
Damn you. We've got Welcome to Rockville, May 15th through 18th in Daytona. Passes are good for every day, all day. This is going to be one hell of a rock show. You're going to love it. Mm-hmm. If jam band type punk, funk, alternative is more of your speed, well, a pair of tickets to go to Santa, Maynard's 60th birthday with Primus, Pussifer, and A Perfect Circle, May 8th. I've got a game to commemorate the birth of one Uma Thurman next on Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
So this is getting nasty. That earlier crash northbound East Lake Road approaching Bryan Lane isn't just backing up traffic to Woodlands Boulevard. It's also backing up traffic on Bryan Lane all the way back to High Point Drive, which itself is backed up all the way to Jackmel Way. So it's going to be a while for those of you headed up to Trinity or thereabouts. Meanwhile, in Hillsborough, a crash Dr. King eastbound at Falkenberg. Delays on 301, 75, and 41, all southbound in the usual areas. Still dealing with that crash. Big Bend Road, eastbound and westbound traffic affected around 301 and 75. Better than it was a half hour ago. Waters Avenue with the crash itself, eastbound at Woodland Center Boulevard. Moderate back up there. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
Diamond Days are back at Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. That means if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all you soon-to-be newlyweds. Here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests, created by the renowned celebrity chef, the Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is simple. Go to Golden Diamond Source on Ulmerton Road for your chance to win big. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond. Visit us at 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater. And, of course, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS, camtechschool.com.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Hawkins is your one-stop shop for home services with over 3,000 five-star reviews. Hawkins has earned a reputation for reliability and quality across the region. And right now, they're running a $49 spring tune-up on your air conditioning unit and $1,500 off any complete AC system. And whether it's AC, plumbing, electrical, even pool repair, Hawkins has you covered. Give them a call today, 813-445-8209, or book that appointment online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us, But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Set the date. Barbecue Love Fest is Saturday, May 3rd at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Your ticket for this all-day celebration of barbecue includes barbecue samples from 20-plus cook teams, 7-plus renowned pitmasters from across the nation, and live music. The Bone and the Mike Calta Show have your tickets. Listen to win or buy your tickets now at bbqlovefest.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
This Saturday, May 3rd, Michelob Ultra is the proud beer sponsor of Barbecue Love Fest, an epic day of barbecue with pitmasters from across the country. Live music, cold beer, and good vibes. Get your tickets while they last at bbqlovefest.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any evening showers ending tonight, then clear skies. Nice night. Lows a bit cooler than recent nights. Kind of a gusty east wind. We'll bottom out near 70. Then coming up on Wednesday, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and rain-free. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. And the world
because people don't argue about stuff on the internet enough, there's an argument going on right now whether 100 humans could beat a single silverback gorilla in physical combat. Let me just say this. 50 out-of-shape humans could take a silverback gorilla. Okay? 50. Let alone 100. You could get 100 fat, slovenly, out of shape, or emaciated, skin, rag and bones people, and they could still beat a damn gorilla. Now, 20 a gorilla could put up a fair fight?
I don't know. 50. I might put my money on the silverback.
Now, finding 49 other idiots who are going to fight a friggin' gorilla might be hard, but. Good afternoon. It is Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. It's Cody. How's it going, boys?
Cody, things are good, dude. How you doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Excellent. What can we do you for?
Hey, man. I was actually the winner of the Rock Hall of Fame trivia yesterday. I just wanted to make sure I sent you the appropriate information. I think I got the email address wrong.
No, you
Sorry to
did.
do this on air.
No. This is
Okay.
it's my bad. I should have responded to the email, and you never would have had to make this horrible phone call. I'll respond to you now with options for prizes and get that taken care of. Cody, thank you very much for ruining my show today. 800-771-1025. Got it. Stand by for response. That's all it would have taken on my part. I am so bad in that if I don't respond to an email right away, it's not getting responded to.
Yep.
So if you've emailed me something and I didn't respond, it's not because I don't like you. It's just because I am extremely forgetful. I will frequently read an email and go, hey, self, respond to that email. Sometimes I'll even go so far as to flag it to myself and still fail to respond. So I'm sorry, Cody, that I put you in the position to harm my show today. That is completely my fault. Don't blame yourself for ruining this segment of the show. It's on me. Hello, who are you?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Paul.
What up, Paul?
Hey, I just wanted to offer an opinion and maybe a perspective on this incident I haven't really heard folks talk about yet.
Oh, good.
And one is just in working 20 years of responding to emergency calls and scenes, the public seems to carry this perception that all incidences that occur in serious bodily injury or even death are covered by the media and, more importantly, covered accurately. In almost all instances of things that I'm aware of that I personally dealt with, the media reporting gets material fact wrong with pretty high regularity.
It is shocking, isn't it? I have found that in reporting on stories, it is alarming how these respected, quote-unquote, media sources get things flat out wrong so much. And then we get blamed for it because we report on the news that we read, and people are like, no, you idiot, you lied to us. I'm like, well, I read it off a channel, whatever, you know?
No, it truly is. It's unbelievable, and it's one of those things you just have grown to know about over the years, that like literally nothing you see in the media is accurate oftentimes.
True. Very true.
And then other things, even from official sources, like FHP, everyone seems to have an opinion on how fatality incidents are investigated and the mechanisms and the processes. But, I've been, again, personally, dozens of times where a person clearly is impaired and resulted in a crash that caused the death or a serious bodily injury. And those people generally get to leave the scene in the idea that people are allowed due process and speedy trial. In other words, somebody may get a blood draw and everybody on scene knows the person is clearly intoxicated, but that blood result can take months to come back, may not ever even come back. And FHP, they can't do an arrest because there's a requirement for a timely prosecution, or the person will just walk in a technicality.
Oh.
Yeah,
and that's why I think it's real important to kind of not reserve judgment per se, but just wait until you see all of the facts unveiled, maybe before rushing to judgment. But I appreciate that very much. It is unfortunate how much we get wrong. And I mean we, like the media, we.
Well, it's a rush. It's just a rush to everything.
Yep.
Rush to judgment, an impatience with not being able to say what you feel happened. It's all of that.
Yep. Better to be first than right.
Yes.
Hello, who are you?
Michael.
How are we doing today, Michael?
I'd like to play the game.
I'd like to let you. Today's game is based on the birth date of one of America's finest actresses, Ms. Uma Thurman, born today in history. Also, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's coming up on the home box office, but The Pee Wee Herman documentary will debut later on in May, and he'll really go into his life, which he was very private about. It's going to be very interesting to learn about this departed pop icon. So combining those two with the Pee Wee documentary coming soon and Uma Thurman being born today in history, I have a game called Thurman or Herman. I will play Maurice an audio clip. It will be from a movie starring the 55-year-old today, Uma Thurman, or a clip of a movie starring Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. You understand where I'm coming from, sir?
Yes, sir.
You got it, Maurice?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sir, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
Michael.
All right, Mike. All right. No. Excuse me. All right, Maurice, here is your first clip. Is this Thurman or Herman?
Can I come too?
Forget it, Bambi. Cheerleaders only. So get out of here. Beat it.
Mo, is that Herman or Thurman?
Man, this one's going to be a tough one. I think that's Herman. I'm going to go Herman. The voice that sounded a tad whimsical.
Michael, he says Herman. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Should have agreed. The film was Pandemonium, and it starred Paul Rubens very early in his career. That was a Herman, not a Thurman.
I didn't like him anyway, got to be honest with you.
But that was a good guess on your part. Very accurate. It was a whimsical sound. Although Uma has done some whimsical movies.
She has?
So I guess. I didn't pull any of them. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. How's your day?
It's going great.
Glad to hear that. Are you here to play today's game?
Of course.
Of course you are. Here is your first clip.
Want to know what I'm buying, Ringo?
What?
Your life. I'm giving you that money so I don't have to kill your ass.
Maurice, is that Herman or Thurman?
Amanda, who has a little bit of whimsy in her voice, I highly suggest that you go with me on this one. That would absolutely be Thurman.
He says Uma Thurman. Amanda, do you agree or disagree?
Totally agree with Mo.
Got to totally agree with Mo on that one because it's from the greatest film ever released in film history, Pulp Fiction. Well done. Here is your next clip. Is this Thurman or Herman?
Juicy Dorfman isn't wearing any underpants.
I'll give you that again.
Juicy Dorfman isn't wearing any underpants.
It made me laugh, so I'm going to go with Herman.
He says Herman, Amanda. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Would you believe that Uma Thurman was in Johnny Be Good, starring Anthony Michael Hall in the late 80s? Sorry, Amanda. But that one, despite its whimsical sound, was Uma Thurman. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, this is Dave.
How are we doing, Dave?
I'm doing good. I actually wasn't calling to play the game, but I will. One of my favorite movie quotes is from Uma Thurman's debut movie, which was Johnny Be Good. Coach, I think I broke my dick.
Wow.
Well, rub some dirt on it and get back in the game, Johnny.
Look at you remembering Johnny Be Good with Uma Thurman. Very good. All right. What did you originally call for, Dave? We can get to that on your agenda.
I was calling about traffic. I drive an ambulance for a living, and I was actually driving one earlier, and I tell you what, I was on a 2-lane road. I was behind a school bus that was dropping kids off just about an hour ago.
Yeah.
And there's this lady behind me. And obviously, when you're behind the ambulance, it's a big box. And you're getting pissed off because we're not moving that fast because we're probably got your grandmother in there and we're trying to be careful. And it's a 13,000-pound truck that doesn't go fast. So you're going to need to be patient when you're behind us. And the law says yield to emergency vehicles. And yes, that does not mean they have to have their lights on, just so you know. But this lady went to go past me as I'm slowing down because there's literally a school bus like 4 cars ahead of me.
Yeah.
Stopped with the red signs on. So I swerved into the right to cut her off.
Sure.
And most people might get angry if I was to do that under different circumstances. But she freaked out and like almost wrecked her car. But I was literally just trying to save the kids because if she would have hauled ass past me, just to try to get around me on that little 2-lane road in Plant City in the blue RAV4. Didn't have a name on it like the toilet trash guys, but definitely
toilet trash guys.
Definitely if you're driving that blue Highlander and you almost got hit by the truck today,
that was you
deserved it. And I'm sorry. You would have killed a bunch of kids and I saved you from a relentless prosecution that, similar to a boat crash.
You're a true American hero, Dave. Let's have you play this Thurman or Herman game. Here's your first clip, Maurice.
I'm the comedian. I'll tell the jokes, okay, if you don't mind. You think you're so funny? Why don't you come up here and do that?
Gotta be Herman.
What do you think, Dave?
My instinct tells me it's Herman due to the odds of the previously selected clips. I'm going to go with
Good move.
Yes,
that is actually Pee Wee as himself in Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Yes.
That is indeed Herman. Here is your next clip. Is this Herman or Thurman?
You lost her address, her phone number. You can't even remember what she looks like. Right? Right?
What do you think, Maurice?
Oh, man, I want to say that's one of the Kill Bills, but I've never seen the Kill Bills parts. But I'm going to go with it. Thurman. I'm going Thurman.
He says Thurman. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to echo it. I was thinking Thurman, too. I really don't know, but...
Not one of the Kill Bills, but indeed Uma Thurman in a fantastic movie that we never talk about. Robert De Niro, Bill Murray, and Uma Thurman in Mad Dog and Glory.
Damn, I haven't seen that forever.
Dude, it has probably been
That's
30, if not 40 years since I've seen that film.
Yeah.
What a movie where Bill Murray is a gangster. I think Robert De Niro saves his life or does something good for him, so he lends him his girlfriend / prostitute in Uma Thurman, and then Robert De Niro falls in love with her. In this scene, that's actually David Caruso, the red-haired prick from whatever he was in, confronting someone in a bar.
You lost her address, her phone number. You can't even remember what she looks like.
Remember David Caruso?
Yeah, he did 2 movies, and Jade was one, and Kiss of Death was the other.
You're correct. Here we
He's
go.
like the fair-skinned, redheaded guy, right?
He is indeed, sir. You've got the tick. You've got the tack. Let's see if we can win you a prize with the final Thurman or Herman.
Upstanding mayor stuff.
You're not the mayor. Things change.
Maurice, Herman or Thurman for all the marbles.
Very sinister. Let me hear that one more time,
Sure
please.
thing.
Upstanding mayor stuff.
You're not the mayor. Things change.
Oh.
This is where I'm going. It clearly would appear to be Thurman, but I think Drew is trying to okey-doke us, and so I'm going to go Herman.
Do you agree or disagree with his okey-doke theory, David?
I was thinking the same thing, Mo, so I'm going to have to agree with you. Even if I lose, it was worth a shot.
I will tell you, gentlemen, that both Uma Thurman and Pee Wee Herman were in Batman movies. That clip is from a Batman movie. Uma Thurman was in Batman and Robin, but that clip is from Batman Returns, starring one Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman.
Outstanding mayor stuff.
Stop the okey-doke.
Hang on one second. You're an okey-doke blocker is what you are, Dave, and Maurice helped you.
Things change.
What a clip. Maurice, what do we got coming up in the Mo Betta?
We got Florida Man, we got Florida Woman, and get back to work.
Next on Mo Betta News.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still lane closure, East Lake Road northbound in Pinellas around Bryan Lane. Stop and go traffic now all the way back to McMullen Booth. Bryan Lane back to High Point Drive, which itself is back to Landsbrook Parkway. A crash and a 10-minute delay northbound US 19 approaching Harn Boulevard. Back stop and go to Roosevelt. Going to be dealing with congestion off 275 south, the Gandy exit, westbound traffic on Gandy, backed up at Grand Avenue. Over in Hillsborough, more standard disruptions. Waters Avenue still clogged eastbound, approaching Manhattan Avenue, back to Anderson. That was an earlier wreck. Southbound 41, 75, and 301 going to delay you, but that Big Bend crash has been cleared in between 301 and 75. This is Eric in the Fair and Fair Traffic Center.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents.
More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Cat named Mo saying it's time to spring into strength at Crunch Fitness. See what I did there? And now is the perfect time with $0 enrollment and membership starting at $9.99. Go to crunch.com where you can find out about the HIT classes, high-intensity interval training for heart-pumping team-based workouts. They also have certified personal trainers. Mine is Jacob out at Carewood. Create the perfect program to help you reach your goal. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Offer ends 4/30.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing.
From Saturday Night Live and its multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of, and fact check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS, camtechschool.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most, selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
For pure safety and total clean, call Zerorez. Right now, get 3 for the price of 2. That's 3 rooms of carpet clean, but only pay for 2 when you mention me, Mike Calta. Secure this deal today. Book online at ZerorezTampaBay.com.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
All right, let's go into the Florida Man Files. What do you know, Drew Burt, about a man called the Blue Collar Brawler?
The Blue Collar Brawler is in the bare knuckle realm, and you'll be able to hear him live in studio with Setting Show tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I know he's got a bare knuckle brawler coming in later in the week.
Oh, no. This brawler, now listen, it may be the same one if he was the one that helped catch a gator on the highway.
Oh.
In brief, there's a video that shows Mike Dragich, a.k.a. the Blue Collar Brawler, helping wrangle a large gator in Jacksonville. The gator was spotted in the median of I-95-I-295 on Sunday, according to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Dragich is a licensed gator trapper and has a large following on social media. You might want to join in on that. Video shows him trapping, catching, and then hauling away what is an extremely large gator. I don't know how you get in the business of that. I do know we know a gator capturer in Jovan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who...
he looks like he could F up a gator.
He's so tiny.
Who, Jovan?
Yeah, but he's thick. Well, he's thick, but he's tiny. It looks like if the gator were managed to get his head, and it's kind of peanut-like in its mouth.
How dare you? Man's out there doing Cloud9 outdoors. He's saving gators, and there you are.
Does he have
besmirching his good name?
Does he have 362,000 followers on Instagram?
Probably not.
And he has made headlines this Dragich before for his barefoot gator trapping efforts. He also helped firefighters catch a gator that had wandered into a Jacksonville fire station. How can you have any respect for yourself as a firefighter if you have to call somebody else?
That's a good point.
to catch, turn the hose on, hose them down, like you used to do black people.
They don't do that anymore, Mo. Stopped that in the 60s.
Did they now? All right, I got to. Well, I won't get into it.
Oh, you've been hosed down lately?
Now, here's a different Florida man.
All right.
That's a good Florida man. Here's a bad Florida man. Naked Florida man caught trying to break into a woman's home. He, in his birthday suit, he also has his own moniker, the birthday suit bandit.
The bare knuckle brawler, the blue collar brawler, the birthday suit bandit. Everybody got a name.
Who also may be on the sitting show tomorrow.
Could be.
In brief, Matthew Hunter of Palm Coast is accused of trying to break into his neighbor's home while naked. The 63-year-old man was arrested on charges of attempted burglary, criminal mischief, and exposure of sex organs. Yes, it was shortly after midnight. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office said that it received a 911 call about a nude man. Later identified as Hunter, who was trying to break into a residence on Foxhall Lane.
Would you be able to fight a dude if you you didn't have your gun on you, and then you happen upon an intruder and he's naked? Like, that would feel weird.
You're leaving yourself really exposed.
For sure.
Yeah. And I would think that it would probably be easy enough to disable at least enough time to run out of the house. The woman inside the home called 911 after she heard what she said sounded like a knife trying to cut through the lock in her front door. When they arrived, they found Hunter walking away from the woman's house completely naked as described. They also discovered gouge marks on the door frame and molding. According to the arrest report, Hunter is the woman's neighbor. So he had, yeah.
At least he didn't try to break a window. Like breaking a window while naked and trying to crawl in, that would be terrible.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to cut through the screen and get in. Deputies later spoke with Hunter's wife at their home, who said her husband had been drinking heavily and was taking psychiatric medication.
That's a bad combo.
Yes, it is.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
She was admitted she was afraid of him, but had no idea he had left the home. All right, now we're not going to do two Florida man stories and not bring a Florida woman into the picture. Florida woman uses bag of cookies to escape bear attack.
Smart.
Yes, sir. A Sanford woman and her dog narrowly escaped a bear attack outside the home thanks to a quick thinking move involving a bag of cookies. Kristen Savage, great name for this story, said she spun her dog into the air. Man, there has to be video of this somewhere.
Spun her dog in the air.
She spun her dog into the air. I'm assuming that maybe it's on a leash and she's twirling it.
Oh, my.
Like Wonder Woman's
Lariat.
Lariat, there you go. Said she spun her dog into the air to protect him before throwing the cookies at the charging mother bear, giving them precious seconds to flee indoors. Wildlife officials warned that spring brings more bear encounters as mothers protect their cubs and advise residents to stay calm, look large, and back away slowly if approached.
Dude, this Mike Dragic video is crazy.
I told you.
That gator is a big-ass gator, and this dude is a Billy Badass.
He is.
My God.
I'm wondering if he doesn't wear shoes because he's afraid maybe it could be something that the gator could latch onto and he wouldn't be able to get away.
Could be.
Or he's just a badass. He's just a badass.
Yeah.
He's just a badass. And someone did catch this in a heart-pounding moment caught on camera. Kristen Savage and her dog dodged the danger as she was swinging the dog around in the air at a mama bear that was just trying to protect her cub. They always say, go big. That bear, he ain't give a damn.
No, I can't get big enough to scare a bear.
No. Uber raises in-office requirements to 3 days, claws back remote workers. I didn't realize they had that many remote workers, but I guess it's a large... It's a large number of drivers and things that you have to keep up on. Uber on Monday informed employees, including some who had been previously approved for remote work, that it will require them to come into the office 3 days a week. I want to emphasize that good is not going to be good enough. We need to be great. Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi wrote in a memo to employees. Starting in June, they will be required, again, 3 days a week. A lot of companies are taking cues from what the government has done.
Do you ever watch that Uber movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt or the series on cable?
No.
Really good. Won't make you feel great about using Ubers because the company was headed by Travis Kalanick. looked like a total asshole.
Right.
It's called Super Pumped: The Battle for Uber, and it's a very interesting story about how they took over and dominated Lyft and all that.
I recall reading something about that and wanting to watch it. And now that you reminded me, it's called Uber. What is it called?
Super Pumped.
Super Pumped. All right.
The Battle for Uber.
That's a horrible title.
It is super because he was super pumped.
This was kind of leading the news, nationwide. Amazon tariff price report addressed by White House as hostile and political. Have you heard what's going to be happening with Amazon? A report published today said Amazon will begin displaying tariff costs in the prices on its shopping website.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
You would think that it is. You would think that people want transparency, but apparently the White House took it a little bit differently. Asked about the report during its press briefing marking President Trump's 100 days in office, congratulations, President Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Amazon's decision was a hostile and political act and said it's another reason to buy American. Now, it may be a reason to buy American, but if you can't get the American product that you want and the tariffs are increasing the price, I think as consumers, we ought to be able to know that.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't understand how keeping that information from the public is in any way bad.
I just clicked on my dude wipes that I purchased on Amazon, and no tariff price listed, but it might be a domestic thing.
I think that was a company formed by dudes, American dudes.
Okay. It seems like it would be.
Yes.
Like having a medicated wipe for your butt seems very American.
Click on a laptop. Those are never made here. I'm just curious, like an Apple product.
Laptop.
See what that tariff.
Computer. Here we go. Okay. Laptop computer. Doopy-doopy-doo. Lenovo, is that, you think that's foreign? Acer, Aspire. I don't see Terra. No, I see no tariff stuff listed.
Now, okay,
so far.
maybe they haven't put it into effect yet. Could be that. We're talking about Uber. We're talking about Amazon. Now I'm going to go over to UPS. This is bad news, especially for our people here in Tampa. A concrete structure collapsed at a Tampa USPS sorting facility on Monday night. 50 people were inside the facility at the time of the collapse. So there are no reported injuries. But the officials say the collapse will likely disrupt package services in the Tampa area. So if you are looking for a package from USPS, it's going to be a while.
Gotcha.
From USPS to UPS. UPS, this is not good for people in the Bay Area or across the nation. UPS to cut 20,000 jobs, close some facilities. The delivery company also announced plans to close even more in the remaining year. UPS told the Associated Press that it's anticipating making these job cuts and expects to close 73 leased and owned buildings by the end of June. UPS employs roughly 500,000 workers. They're saying because of the shortage or the ceasing of Amazon sending out many packages to them that they just cannot sustain the current environment.
It's unfortunate.
It is. And you know what else is? This is weird. I didn't know this. A growing number of Americans have turned to short-term loans to cover essential expenses, reflecting mounting concerns about a potential recession, which includes groceries. Did you know that?
So people are taking short-term loans out so they can afford to buy groceries.
The number of Americans using loans to buy groceries has soared. According to the study, 1/3 of Gen Z BNPL users, those aged 18 to 28, admit to having used the financing option to afford groceries, this being the fourth most common use for the group behind clothing, technology, and home decor.
Man.
Yes. I thought that was, yeah.
God, so I understand short term you're taking in the shorts, but like when you take out a loan to buy that stuff, you're paying back so much interest that
yes,
$5 tube of toothpaste ends up costing you like $20.
Yep, you're not wrong. Christy Brinkley tried everything she could to keep her marriage to Billy Joel alive. Yeah, during an interview with Fox News Digital, she talked about her memoir, Uptown Girl, a nod to the 83 hit Joel created about the actress. In the memoir, Brinkley wrote about Joel's drinking problem being the other woman in the marriage.
Oh.
Yes, to be clear, I never wanted to end things with Billy. I read every self-help book I'd find while together. We went to see a string of psychiatrists, psychologists, and other medical doctors. Brinkley wrote, I did everything for our marriage, constantly working to make myself, our home, and everything around us into whatever he could possibly want or hope for. Sounds like a fantastic woman, Drew.
She does.
Yeah. I continually told him how much I loved him, making sure he always felt adored and appreciated because he was, but his drinking was bigger than the both of us. And
man.
it was in the beginning to seem that he preferred to be with her rather than me.
Bottle of red, bottle of white.
Well, yeah, he told you.
All right. Now, which couple had a more awkward threesome with their third party? Is it Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley having a threesome with alcohol, or is it Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton having a threesome with the third party in their marriage? God.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Threesome with God or threesome with alcohol? Basically, the devil or God.
I'd say God.
God, a better threesome.
I'd have to say that.
More emotionally fulfilling for certain.
You a big fan of Miami Vice?
The beverage, the frozen beverage with a strawberry daiquiri and a pina colada, delish.
The 80s series.
Oh, I heard Mike and Galvin talking about it. It was either today or yesterday, and it made me realize. I realized something, and I think it might have been today. Sonny Crockett drove around in a white Ferrari Testarossa.
Yes.
How does a cop, even a vice cop, was that a confiscated vehicle? Did they get? Because I don't know what they're paying Miami Vice detectives down in Miami, but like, how the frick is Sonny Crockett affording a Testarossa?
I might be conflating this with Bad Boys, but I want to say, because I know the Will Smith character was independently wealthy. I want to say he had money.
How did Sonny Crockett afford a Ferrari?
Don't forget he had an alligator.
Okay.
He
did Elvis the alligator. Was on the boat.
Yes.
In Miami Vice, Sonny Crockett didn't afford the Ferraris. He drove confiscated cars from criminals, primarily luxury sports cars, as part of his undercover persona. So, yes, to answer your question, I absolutely loved the soundtrack. I love the show. I didn't see the movie with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. Didn't see that.
It was a pretty good movie. I'm surprised they haven't sequelized it. But a remake of Miami Vice is in the works with Top Gun Maverick director Joseph Kosinski.
Okay.
Dan Gilroy of The Bourne Legacy and Nightcrawler, not bad lineage, is adapting the screenplay. The plot details haven't been revealed, but the movie is going to be based on the 80s TV series starring, of course, Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas. Oh, here you go. I'm Philip Michael Thomas. Oh, it's a great song. Great song.
I used to go 65 miles per hour in my Suzuki Samurai downhill listening to this jam.
It was cool. It was a great. I mean, it kind of overstayed its welcome by maybe one season.
Maybe.
Here's the reason why there was not a sequel. Though it became a cult favorite over time, the Miami Vice movie flopped in its theatrical run, grossing $165 million against a reported $135 million budget. Are you a Terrence Howard fan?
I was until I read this interview where he refused to play Marvin Gaye, which you're about to tell me about.
Absolutely. Because I could not kiss a man, I would cut my lips off. Now, let me say this. Before this statement, he's problematic. Academy Award nominated. I will say this, though, and I was surprised I loved it so much. Hustle and Flow.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you would, being so much in the rap and hip-hop, you would really, really enjoy that movie.
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow. Also starred the dorky white kid.
McLovin?
No, the one that looks like a I don't like he's like a puppet or something. I can't think of his name.
Dorky white kid who looks like a puppet.
He looks
this
extremely young. He's got an oversized head for like a very skinny body.
DJ Qualls, he sure does. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't know who you were talking about, but now looking at him, holy crap, he looks like McLovin.
Yeah. And Anthony.
Oh, Juicy J's in that movie? Sign me up.
I'm telling you, you would love that movie.
All right.
It really, really, song won an Oscar. Academy Award nominated actor Terrence Howard revealed he turned down the Lee Daniels helm biopic. Lee Daniels, I mean, That's good stuff right there. About legendary Motown musician Marvin Gaye, because it will require him to explore the Prince of Soul's rumored homosexuality. Speaking with Bill Mayer on his Club Brandon podcast, the Empire Star recalled, the biggest mistake I made in my career, which was rejecting Smokey Robinson's offer to play him in a biopic after the King of Motown invited him out to dinner. At that time, he said he was in the middle of talks for the Gaye biopic and was faithful to Lee Daniels because I had given my word as a man. Howard said the news broke Robinson's heart, while host Mayer remarked that the exploration of Gaye's life would have been much more interesting because there's a lot of drama given that. But he said no. He said as a result of the Iron Man, actor said he could not play the role after reading the script. They would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to. When Mayer clarified, you mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie? I replied, no, because I don't fake it. I couldn't kiss a man either, Mayer agreed. Mayer agreed. That's it.
I see his point. I don't know about going so far as to say I'd cut my lips off, but like as an actor, if you don't think you can kiss another dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
Totally fine. I don't know. Again, saying you need to cut your lips off, that might be a step too far, but I don't think there's anything wrong with an actor saying, I'd rather not kiss another dude. Not everyone can be Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal,
right?
Two of the world's greatest actors.
Bill Mayer paused, awkwardly chuckling, saying, it does not make me homophobic to not want to kiss a man.
No.
That's fine. Do what you love to do, but don't do it at me. Don't aim it at me, Howard concluded. And I can't play that character 100%. I can't surrender myself to a place I don't understand. It's just very odd to me. It's acting.
Yeah.
It's acting.
You're not homophobic because you don't want to kiss another dude on screen. You're homophobic if you say you'd cut your lips off.
Pretty much. And finally, the title and plot revealed for the new David Fincher movie. You know what it's called. Brad Pitt will return to our screens. We talked about this before for more sass and gore in the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood spinoff. The title, which has now been revealed as and it's horrible too, The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth.
No Tarantino.
Let me see. Pitt will continue to play Cliff Booth, who previously rewrote history by slaughtering the Manson family after they accidentally targeted the wrong house. The movie ends on one light note. As Pitt is assimilated into the Hollywood community, he becomes friends with Sharon Tate and her husband Roman Polanski in an alternate reality and becomes a studio fixer, which in the old school Hollywood would cover up the tracks left by misbehaving talent. The rollers like to get him all sorts of trouble.
Pass. I love David Fincher, and he's probably going to use Trent Reznor and Atticus from Nine Inch Nails for the soundtrack. Still sounds terrible.
I believe Quentin Tarantino is working on the new script, but David Fincher also likes to write his own script. I just think that if you never saw Once Upon a Time in America, you have no idea who Cliff Booth is.
And I saw it and I hated it. That's my least favorite Tarantino film.
Really? Yeah,
awful.
There was nothing that appealed to me. I was looking at it and I was like, I'm okay. And that's the Mo Better News.
Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you.
Glenn Fry, Smuggler's Blue. Man, and again, I heard Mike and Galvin talking about it, about all the cameos, like Phil Collins, Ed O'Neill, Cheech, I believe, was a character on there. There were so many damn cameos. A lot of people, even before they became famous. I think Henry Rollins might have been on that show. All right, when we come back, I don't know how this didn't make the Mo Betta, but an American hero with a name. There's no way this name is real. I've looked it up. It appears to be real. He is a veteran of the U.S. Army and died at about 100 years old. And when you hear this guy's name next, you're going to wonder, how in the world can this be real? That's next on Drew Garabo Live. Fran Hosh has some great events going on this week. She's got Bike Night at Kickin' Wings, 6 to 10. Bike Night with Bay Area Riders at Tampa Joe's, 7 to 11. Tomorrow, of course, Bike Night at Quaker Steak and Lube, sponsored by the Fran Hosh Law Group. It's also 2W1L, I believe that's 2 wheels, 1 leg. Bike Night at Crate at the Grove. And there are great events going on all over the Bay Area. Go to the Fran Hosh Law Group Facebook events page or lawfran.com. One of the things I love so much about our longstanding partnership with Fran is her commitment to the community. She does so much to pay back the community that supports her. She is awesome. Thank you very much, Fran.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check, 20-minute delay northbound US 19 in Pinellas. 2 left lanes blocked due to a crash approaching Harn Boulevard. Traffic is now back to 142nd Avenue. Expect continued congestion East Lake Road northbound approaching Bryan Lane due to that earlier crash. Thankfully, your lanes are now open in both directions, but expect holdover delays also on Bryan Lane itself. Dwindling delays over in Hillsborough. We still have stop-and-go activity on your main roadways and interstates, but all pretty standard. Southbound 41 delayed, probably a little more than usual at Riverview Drive. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
From premium steaks to juicy burgers, Wild Fork Foods has everything you need for the ultimate cookout at the best prices. Shop today in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Get factory direct custom made impact windows installed before hurricane season starts. It's John Senning here for Reese Windows and Doors, where they've been installing affordable, high quality impact windows for over 50 years. At Reese, most impact windows are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks, and now you can win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 for your chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute, and sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly.
Hey!
Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to, on your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Bolts Nation, get ready to be the Thunder for the 2025 playoffs, presented by Advent Health. Tickets for Game 5 against the Florida Panthers tomorrow night are on sale now. To secure your tickets and everything Lightning playoffs, visit TampaBayLightning.com/2025 playoffs.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing. Baseball is back. Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on America's pastime in just a few easy steps. It's more than betting on the game. You can bet on home runs, strikeouts, and more. You can even bet on if someone will score in the first inning, so it's a super fun, fast bet. And it's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on Hard Rock Bet. As a new sign-up, if you don't win your first bet, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100 to try again. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
O'Reilly. Get one free set of Brake Best brake pads when you buy 2 Brake Best Select brake rotors. You can upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for just $10 more. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20 more. Visit your local O'Reilly Auto Parts. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
This Saturday, May 3rd, Michelob Ultra is the proud beer sponsor of Barbecue Love Fest, an epic day of barbecue with pitmasters from across the country. Live music, cold beer, and good vibes. Get your tickets while they last at bbqlovefest.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any evening showers ending tonight, then clear skies. Nice night lows, a bit cooler than recent nights, kind of a gusty east wind. We'll bottom out near 70. Then coming up on Wednesday, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and rain-free. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I thought I might have fallen for the okie doke myself, but it turns out this is actually a factual news story.
Of the game.
Stand by.
I serve salutes.
The New York Mets, short for the Metropolitans Baseball Organization, tweeted out an RIP. And this gentleman served our country in World War II, I believe, for the U.S. Army. So salute to him.
Absolutely.
Much respect. And here is the audio from when he was honored at a New York Mets baseball game.
I serve salutes those who serve. And here he is, our veteran of the game, Seymour Wiener.
Grow up, Mo. The man served our country.
Presenting Seymour with an American flag that has flown over Citi Field are Mets legends Mookie Wilson and John Franco.
How long has wiener been a slang for penis?
That's a good question because I would imagine it was not at the time that they decided to name their son Seymour Wiener.
When did wiener become slang for penis? Boy, I typed some weird stuff. The slang use of wiener to refer to a penis developed in the early 1900s, likely due to the word's association with the phallic shape of a sausage. While wiener has German origins, meaning Vienna sausage, its adoption as a slang term in English is relatively recent. By the early 1900s, English speakers began using wiener as a childish or euphemistic slang for the penis. So if he died at 100 years old, perhaps the Wiener family had not yet gotten hip to the fact that people were using it for penis.
That's what I was going to say. Perhaps the news had not reached their particular region.
Because if it had, and this honorable gentleman's parents shackled him with the moniker Seymour, those are some pranksters right there. You are setting your kid up. There can't be another Seymour Wiener younger than this alive in the U.S. right now, right?
How old when he passed?
He was 100.
So it would have happened
1920s.
Oh yeah.
So like, maybe news didn't trickle down to the Wieners. I just got to rewind this a little bit.
I serve salutes those who serve. And here he is, our veteran of the game, Seymour Wiener.
I mean, come on.
Why wouldn't you? And I guess you can't just say S. Wiener. I mean, I guess Wiener is the word you actually want to drop.
Yeah, Wiener is the actionable word.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Seymour.
Like, nothing wrong with Seymour. Although, I don't think anyone under the age of 50 is named Seymour. That is a dead name. Like, there can't be anyone by the name of Seymour anymore.
Only if it's a family name. But yeah, I would imagine you're right, like Blanche.
Blanche.
You know.
There aren't many Ruths anymore.
Oh, Ruth's a biblical name, so you might have a couple of those still around.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There is a Ruth in the Bible.
Yeah.
And, of course, Seymour always makes me think about this. One of the greatest songs of any musical. The fantastic Rick Moranis from Little Shop of Horrors.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away.
Oh, so beautiful.
Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay.
Seymour Wiener.
Seymour, standing beside you.
Wiener.
Don't need no makeup.
Presenting
It's hard to read.
Present.
Damn it.
The game, Seymour Wiener.
Sweet understanding. Seymour's your friend.
And here he is, our veteran of the game, Seymour Wiener.
Unreal. I wouldn't have believed. I saw Brit So Much tweet it, and I thought, here's someone who's clearly trying to okey doke me, trying to pull me into some sort of prank.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the gentleman's name really was Seymour Wiener. May he rest in peace.
Who was Seymour in the Little Shop? Was the plant?
Oh, no. Seymour was the shopkeeper. That was Rick Moranis' character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Seymour. Oh, yeah.
Who was Seymour Butts? You remember that?
Yeah, I do. If I happen to have it right here.
Just a sec. Hey, is there a Butts here? Seymour Butts? Hey, everybody, I want to see more butts. Listen to me, you little puke. One of these days, I'm going to catch you, and I'm going to carve my name on your back with an ice pick.
That's Seymour Butts.
I remember that, but for some reason, I thought it was a porn star.
Oh, it was. There was a Seymour Butts
okay.
in porn. He was an interesting cat. I think he actually had a reality show for a minute. I think we interviewed him in Orlando. Hold on one second. Seymour Butts documentary reality show. It was Family Business. Based in Los Angeles, the series focused on the pornographic industry and the life of Adam Glasser, a reality porn star and video director by the name of his alter ego, Seymour Butts.
There you go.
So there was a...
I thought so.
A Seymour Butts in porn. Yeah, I'd totally forgotten that. I thought you were giving me a little tee up for a Simpsons.
That's what I was thinking. And then I remembered as soon as I heard The Simpsons, I was like, oh, yeah.
That's Seymour Butts. And Seymour Butts right up there in the prank calls to Mo with this one.
Flaming Moe's.
Yes, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Last name Jazz, first name Hugh.
Hold on, I'll check. Hugh Jazz. No, somebody check the men's room for a Hugh Jazz.
I'm Hugh Jazz.
Telephone.
Hello, this is Hugh Jazz.
Hi.
Who's this?
Bart Simpson?
What can I do for you, Bart?
Look, I'll level with you, mister. This is a crank call that sort of backfired, and I'd like to bail out right now.
All right. Better luck next time. What a nice young man.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love those. I just read on the almanac today in history. That is, today is the date that The Simpsons passed what television show with the most number of episodes, Mo? What television show did The Simpsons surpass today in history with the most episodes aired?
I want to say that I had always heard that, was it Gunsmoke?
Ooh, you're so close.
No,
you're right. Sorry, I thought it was Bonanza, but you're absolutely right.
Gunsmoke, yeah, it had the most.
Yep.
Yeah.
7 years ago in 2018, The Simpsons passed Gunsmoke for the highest episode count of any show on TV. Gunsmoke had 635 episodes over its 20-year run. The Simpsons are now up to 765 episodes and counting. I saw someone put an article out yesterday that said The Simpsons need to give it up already. I watched the new episodes, and they're still funny. It's not like it used to be, but still funny, somewhat. 800-771-1025. I will say, if you're listening right now and you think you can stump me on any question from the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons, you will not be able to do it.
You consider those the golden age of The Simpsons?
That was not only the golden age, Maurice, but I had every episode VCR taped, and I would frequently, if I had nothing to do, just put on season 1, season 2, season 3, and nonstop watch Simpsons episodes. I accumulated an unfortunate amount of Simpsons knowledge that for some reason can't leave my brain. I still remember all those dumb trivia questions. Can't remember important stuff in my life, but I can remember that.
The only thing I remember from Simpsons, and you guys cracking me up as I think about it, was Bart said there was all four of them, and Bart said something. He was chastised. He goes, "You are what's known in Latin as a Dorcas Malorcus." And she goes, "That's not Latin." That cracked me up.
There were so many freaking brilliant moments from the first couple of seasons of The Simpsons. It was just, that's why I think the show, the hardcore fans of the show, think it's lost its luster, because those first couple of seasons were just drop dead funny. There's an episode where Homer got a sandwich and would not throw it away. Like he kept it on the heater to try to keep it fresh. and of course, he gets food poisoning from it.
Sandwich.
Jeez, we hardly made a dent in that 10-foot hoagie.
Oh, give it a good hope.
You've been eating that thing for a week. I think the mayonnaise is starting to turn.
2 more feet, and I can fit it in the fridge.
Homer, I found this behind the radiator. I really think you should throw it away.
Suggestion noted. Marge, I'd like to be alone with the sandwich for a moment.
Are you going to eat it?
Yes. Oh.
You look terrible.
I don't care. I'm going to Duff Gardens.
And he couldn't take the kids to Duff Gardens.
So cold.
Your lips are turning blue. I think you better stay home.
No! Duff Gardens! Hurrah!
Hey, what's up? It's a bone.
Hey, it's Steph.
Hey,
How you
Steph,
doing?
what's up? How you doing?
Oh, okay. Michigan is very strange. It's 82 degrees, and we have frost advisories for tonight.
Oh, my God. We look like we might get some rain down here, Steph.
Yeah, well, we got it up here, and it tore through and ruined everyone's, like, the umbrellas we put out. Anyhow, I have a question about The Simpsons. Not challenge, because I didn't watch it. My brother and his wife loved it. He always would say to me when he would tell me to do something, because I worked for him down there, and he'd say, I don't need no zombie turkeys or nothing.
Yep.
And then he said it was a Simpsons Thanksgiving. What the heck did that mean?
It is. It means he doesn't want any zombie turkeys. Hello. 800-771-1025. I'll just answer it on the air, Mr. Thompson. Who ran over Snowball and what kind of vehicle were they in? I know it was Mayor Quimby's beer-swilling brother Clovis, and I believe it was a snowplow that he drove over Snowball 1, who passed, and then the Simpsons owned Snowball 2.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it's just stupid how much Simpsons info I retain. That's one thing that bonds myself, Monica, and Dizzy. We all just consider those glory days of the Simpsons to be hallowed ground. Listen, thank you very much for listening to the show today. Appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope that the Orlando Magic can beat the Celtics tonight. I hope that you'll be able to join us for a pivotal Game 5 with your Lightning down 3-1. Let's see if we can break the Drew Garabo jinx by getting a win, as Maurice and I will broadcast live from Amalie Arena tomorrow afternoon.
The game of games, Drew.
It is indeed. That's why they play the game. Oh. Thank you so much for listening. Stick around for the Best of the Mike Calta show. And then tomorrow, Rise, Shine, and Grind. Listen to the actual live version of the Mike Calta show. Then the after show with Johnny B. Then JP.
No, don't listen to JP.
No, do listen to JP. Shut your mouth. You never know what he's going to say. Sometimes he's going to say, I used to get upset about stuff. And then, of course, Sending Show. And then we will join you tomorrow afternoon, and we'll do it all over again. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Good night now.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Ooh, I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join The Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrichs Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Expect that slowdown to dissipate. US 19 north approaching Harn Boulevard. Traffic is back to Roosevelt at the moment. All lanes should be flowing freely now. US 19 north approaching Tarpon Avenue. Expect a 5 to 8 minute delay there back to Klosterman. Much improved delays in Hillsborough. None of them any more than maybe 5 minutes on your main roadways and interstates, except for 301 due to road work in Riverview. Southeast of South Bradenton, we have a wreck northbound 301 approaching 53rd Avenue. Traffic is stop and go to 63rd Avenue. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Take advantage of the Freedom of Choice pricing event at Cherry Home Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1,000 new vehicles in stock with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., cherryhome.com. 1-800-840-0798 for complete details. Your favorite undead wrapped rockers. Here come the Mummies. Return to Clearwater at the Billheimer Capitol Theater, Saturday, July 26th. Some say they are cursed. Others say they are reincarnated Grammy-winning musicians. Don't miss the funk rock band. Here come the Mummies. Saturday, July 26th at the Billheimer Capitol Theater. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at rutheckerthall.com.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Caldesea.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market. and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most: selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date in context. Listener discretion is advised. 102.5 The Bone.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this?
This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
612. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2,